Right. Well, today we will be watching the championship match for the Arena of Valor North America's championship. This is a $1,000 tournament, so coming to an end, and I'll be joined by I think Snowpea tonight, and then we will bring to you some really awesome commentary between. I think the games are going to be played here tonight is between Team Cuckoo and TVH. Let me pull up the what's it called so you can. There we go. I hope you can see that. But yeah, here we go. So Baby Bears TVH they played. Oh, actually, TVH beat Team Cuckoo previously 4-0. Wow, what a dominant win over there. And they've been beating a lot of good teams here. Look at that. R got beaten here 4-1 as well. And then Cuckoo took R down 4-1. Now they're into the championships. Very, very cool. Alright. So we're just going to be waiting here until we get go ahead with the lobby ID. Cuckoo currently is already inside their lobby. Okay, we'll just wait. Recently, there's a new collaboration here. One Punch Man. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Raz is doing it all wrong. You do not shave your head to become One Punch Man. You and he definitely won't slouch like this. So I think they need to redo their animation if they're gonna make Raz into Saitama. But the good thing that they got is this is Saitama cosplay. It is not Saitama himself. So you can't kill people with actually one punch. Then we know why. But yeah, Raz One Punch Man. So I think it was in here somewhere. I think they talked about the diary or something, but I think it might be this Raz comic. Wow, so cool! I want to become a hero. Skin tight clothes or bald head. There's no way. It looks like he actually shaved his head, but that's not how you do it. That's just not how you do it. You have to um you have to actually just do your push-ups and stuff until hold on a second. Razzie did it right. Okay, he did it. Started to okay, you know what, they did it pretty well. When I first saw the comic, I only saw this section where he held the buzzer, the buzz cut thing, and I thought he shaved his head to become Saitama. But you know what? At the diary more got it. Not too bad. Okay. Still waiting though for those lobby IDs. They're just preparing. Alright, well, got some time. Hello, Snowpea. I'm online now, live. We're just chilling and waiting for the lobby ID. How's it going?
Good. What's the game plan today? Are we just streaming on your platform or are we streaming on Discord as well?
Oh, let's see. I do believe they do have multiple spots, so I'll stream onto my platform. And then I guess if you also want to spectate and then stream yours, because a lot of people say mine is like lower quality for some reason when I go to Discord.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
And if that doesn't work, I can always pop open my stream as well. Oh, here we go. 9660 to that one. It looks like it's Cuckoo versus TVH, and TVH beat them previously 4-0. So gonna be a rematch.
Yeah, I think this will be the first time that these two teams play under the new 4.0 patch.
That's
I
right.
believe.
Yeah. And it's so different now with the 4.0 patch. Feels like Warriors' time was over. There's still some really good plays from Warriors though, but you know, it's not like before. Wonder if I can put on some music. Let's see.
Would that cause you copyright issues if you stream?
Well, if I, yeah, if it was like, you know, like copyrighted music. But I was gonna put on AOV music. I hope they don't mind. I haven't had problems with that though. The putting on AOV music on the streams. And then there's a whole bunch like the ones by Fat Rat. They don't have. They're free to use. Oh. I think, are they playing best of 7 today?
That's right. Final round.
Oof. Gonna be exciting. Joined by someone here as well. Hello, hello.
Oh, it's me. My second account.
Oh, your second account. Okay, streaming. Okay, got it. Oh, they're just filling in now. Looks like the TVH is gonna be on the top, and Cuckoo is gonna be on the bottom side here first. The first game. This best of 7 match. There we go. Hello, hello. How's it going? Are you trying to say something?
No, I just want to say hi.
Oh, hello, hello. Good luck.
Hello,
I see you on the
guys.
top side. Two more players left. Any predictions tonight, Snowpea?
Hard to say. I think these two teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah. Hard to say for me as well. They both want to win, that's for sure.
They're just waiting for Spot Brown, the support for the red team.
Oh, okay. Do you know if they deliberately change up their positioning in the queue? Like for example, they're leaving open the middle spot here for Spot Bronze, and he would get
No,
the first pick.
I don't know. I don't think it's.
Okay. I think in the official tournaments, if you're a certain role on the roster, you need to be in a certain slot. But in these kind of tournaments, we don't have those rules, and so it's kind of a strategy that I guess these players can employ, even though it shouldn't really matter when you have complete, set of heroes.
It's right. It's not like when we play regular ranked with random players where it may be hard to communicate or coordinate hero switches and rule switches. Here, everyone's on voice chat and they're able to communicate which heroes they want to pick.
Exactly. For those of you joining us now on stream, we are streaming the AWC, which stands for North American Winter Championships. And this is a championship match, so the top 1-2 team that you're seeing. I'm just navigating over to the schedule/announcements over here to let you see the brackets. This is gonna be between Team Cuckoo and TVH. They played once before, but this was before the big patch coming through. TVH had the upper hand on that match, 4-0. That was a dominant win over there for them. But then now in patch number 4, we don't know what's gonna happen. Cuckoo went then undefeated in the losers bracket to find themselves back into this championship match, and they still have all the chances, all the odds to take this home, take the championship home. They're playing for, there's a $1,000 prize pool on the line, and I can't remember if oh yeah, here we go. So champions are gonna get to take home 600 USD. And then second place 300 USD and third place 100 USD. So they're already in this 600 to 300 USD area, and it's a big difference between first and second place, the amount of money they can bring home. Still waiting for that last player from Team Cuckoo to show up though, and we should be on our way. And today at the casting desk is going to be me, joined by Snowpea. We'll be streaming over at Discord if you're a part of that. We'll be streaming on YouTube and as well as Trovo. If you're watching online, love it if you can join over to the Trovo one, because there's an event called Trovo Play, and I get what is it called? Streaming points or whatever, if people watch there. So if you want to jump over there, trovo.live/AnihiGG. Appreciate your support. But anywhere is fine because we're here to enjoy this game. It's gonna be best of 7. We're gonna have to go to the new lobby. Snowpea, have you watched One Punch Man?
I have not. How about
okay.
you?
I have. I wasn't a big fan of it when it first came out. I didn't watch it for the longest time, but everyone tells me it was good, so I ended up watching it. I know these characters, kind of fun to see.
What are your thoughts about the 3 new skins?
The skins? They're actually pretty good in terms of keeping it honest to the anime. The Raz, great choice, because the main character that Raz is supposed to be cosplaying, Saitama, is somebody who has really superior punching capability. He would just sort of delete his enemies with one punch, hence his name. So choosing Raz is cool.
You know, before the collaboration, this was probably almost a year ago, people would joke that Scud was One Punch Man.
Oh.
So I thought maybe they would get Scud involved, but
yeah,
maybe his character looks don't fit the anime characters.
Yeah, One Punch Man is this scrawny guy, and Raz already looks a little bit too muscular for him. In the tights, Scud looks pretty OP, but the real One Punch Man is this scrawny guy who lost all of his hair by doing the sit-up, push-ups, and running. So hence the event. You'll see they get us to do a bunch of these exercises by collecting exercise cards, and we're meant to make Raz lose all of his hair so that he can be fit to become One Punch Man. Kind of fun, kind of fun.
不好意思打扰一下，教主，你今天会直播吗
我在直播，我可以直播。
？OK，要在直播里聊。
平民的话，要不他转播我的。
That was the support team, Susu, trying to just get the Chinese stream started as well. It's awesome. We'll have English and Chinese for everybody. You can head over to Qiao Qu, his stream. I think that's how we pronounce it. I have all sorts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Good.
Right.
And if you need the stream links, let me just grab them.
I have started the streaming.
You have or have not?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought he will come later.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, once you do, I'll post it onto for whoever is watching my stream right now.
Okay. I will share it in the general chat.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I shared mine as well. Let me just write. This is English stream. Still having some troubles getting spot rounds in here. Oh,
I love
I see all 5 of them in a voice chat, so he should be joining shortly.
yes, I do believe so too. Just a little longer, everybody.
So Anishi, you're streaming on from platform?
I'm streaming on Trovo. Yeah.
I use stream too. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, both Trovo and YouTube, but I'll be advertising the Trovo one.
I can also help share the link.
Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, I put it in the general already.
Then okay. I'll share that you can see sport, internet sport.
That'd be great. Thanks. Oh, here we go. Spot bronze is in. Looks like we'll be starting any minute. Ania is saying, "Are you ready?" Looks to me. Here we go. All right, into game number 1 here. Bands coming through. Well, I'm expecting some of the regular bands here. Maybe Aya is a very popular band right now. Maybe like, I don't know, a lot of people still like to play. Oh, I was just gonna say Ari. Yes, there we go. Okay, no surprises so far. Who would you want to see on this banning board here, Snowpea?
I think given this is a best of 7 game, it's interesting how they'll plan out whether they let some of the tier SS heroes out the first game and not have to worry about banning them going forward, or if they'll play it more like a regular draft. So far, it looks like they're banning the top SS tiered heroes.
Next one is going to be Aoi over here, and handing it over to Team Cuckoo for the final ban before the drafting begins. Previously, Hayate has been pretty hot as a pick. It's up to Team Cuckoo whether they want to ban that. They're gonna go instead with a Florentino. Alright. Can't say I'm expecting that Florentino ban because I haven't really seen a lot of good Florentinos being played in patch number 4. Maybe it's different in the 5v5 scenario, but certainly in rank it hasn't been great. First pick goes over to the blue side here. That's gonna be TVH. Taking their time picking. It's going to set the pace. They banned out some of the early game heroes as well as the late game hero. Okay, they're gonna lock in with Tachi. Hayate is going to be now hovered by Cuckoo. Now they've just selected through. Now they're knowing that Tachi is going to be on that front line. Tachi very, very survivable. Maybe they want to figure out a support that could be as survivable as Tachi. Maybe an Amelie or something, I don't know. But then they don't want to crack out too many of these top tier heroes. Like we said, there's a best of 7. They do have to plan their strategy out. If you were them, Snowpea, if you were Team Cuckoo, who would you draft in this next 9 seconds?
I think they want to pick a hero that can flex into at least 2 roles, so it's harder for the blue team to counterpick. Yeah, so for instance, Roxy can go both as a support or in the Slayer lane, so the blue team can't directly counter her as easily.
Fantastic. Here we go. Roxy will do a good job putting a lot of pressure onto the ADC. The Violet on the other side and Lorien getting picked down. Those 2 picks came through pretty quickly. They probably have some sort of plan with the Tachi. And Violet into the Hayate, that's been like an age-old kind of counter / response. So no surprise there. Now it's going to be one more pick here from Team Cuckoo to round up the first pick phase. Perhaps a mid after seeing that Lorien. Then there'll be uneven grounds in terms of the role selections. Well, of course, Roxy could be flexed.
I'm thinking Liliana, potentially. I think Liliana is a good counter to Lorien.
How about a Zata as well? I do like the Liliana, but I've seen a lot of Zatas playing into Lorien well. Oh, it's gonna be neither. It's gonna be a Crixie. Huh. Well, I guess if they already crack out Liliana and Zata, plus Hayate, plus Roxy, ooh, that's a lot of strong picks out, so they're going to play with the Crixie now. Zuka is going to be the first ban over here on the second phase. Now, who should we target ban for TVH here? Let's see. Well, they do have some tanks. They probably want to take out some of these assassin players.
Yeah, I think they're banning junglers.
Earl, one of the potential junglers, gone now for Team Cuckoo. In order to catch this Nacroft, sorry, I already said Nacroft because my mind is on Nacroft. I'm thinking maybe Nacroft picking in here for Team Cuckoo would be pretty nice. Superman gets banned out over here, denying that from Team TVH. Probably afraid of Superman working behind Hayate. Hayate and Crixie is going to be that backline. And you don't want anybody to disrupt them while Roxy is flickering forward, trying to make a grab onto Violet. I think it'll be a tricky flicker ult as well for Roxy, because Violet does have that extra tactical roll. You have to time it when she finishes her tactical roll. Maybe that's a good time for Roxy to strike. Here we go, the final ban is going to be Lubu. Not a bad choice indeed. Those are 2 very good junglers that could fit very well into Cuckoo's composition. Final pick will be in Cuckoo's hands. Now they have to show one more card before handing it over to Team TVH. Do they pick a Slayer laner or do they pick up that jungler who's been sort of getting target banned? It's gonna be the jungle. Pain coming down. Ooh, Pain. Okay.
It feels like they have a lot of AP already with the Crixie and to a lesser extent the Roxy as well.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of surprised by the Pain pick. You could go and take out that Violet, but if you want to pick Pain, I feel like maybe you want to see the enemies, you know, Slayer and Jungler first before doing that. Now the Slayer and Jungler picks are gonna be Richter and Astrid? Astrid, question mark. 15 seconds left before they go through on this one. What do you think is the mentality going through Team TVH on this Astrid pick?
I wonder if they're using Astrid as a counter to the Roxy, since she can semi-block Roxy's ult with her ult.
They do have Richter and Astrid both having immunity frames. Tachi's gonna jump into the air, so he can't block. But both Richter and Astrid should be able to block out Roxy's ultimate by positioning themselves in front of Violet, who's the prime target here for Roxy. Of course, Lorien, after just teleporting through to his Dark Orbs, would be also a prime target for Roxy as well, taking out a lot of damage from TVH's side. Actually, yeah, it's going to be both of those characters taking on bulk of the damage. Now, 18 seconds left to choose this Slayer lane. I'm feeling an Arthur. Or someone tanky like that. What do you think, Snowpea?
I think that's right, though they already have quite a lot of AP magic damage. I'm gonna go with someone tanky like a Malik.
I like that
so
pick.
The red team has two true damage and 3 AP.
I like that pick. Mala coming down. That's going to send Shockwave into the backline onto Hero and Alex. They're going to be the ADC and Mage, respectively, for TVH. Malak is going to jump through, Pain with the ultimate, and then, yeah, then Hayate is just going to come through with a Kunai Blitz. I like that idea. Lots of area of, you know, AoE effects on Team Cuckoo. Meanwhile, on the side of TVH, well, I think they're putting their beans into this Tachi, Richter, and Astrid being able to just provide a lot of distraction so that Violet and Lorien can deal the damage in the backline. What do you think?
Agreed. I think early game, the blue team will dominate. The mid support can control the river vision. I think
Here we go, moving in to the match. Game number 1, long anticipated championship round of this Winter Championships held by Ania with the Redbull Guild. There's $1,000 on the line for prize pool. First and second place is going to basically take home double or halved the prize money immediately. And a little bit of a pause here. Now we're gonna see a lot of these pauses.
They're doing the pause intentionally to have everyone take a screenshot to confirm no one has that pack.
Yes, and so this little pause is great because last time when we were spectating these games, they've been doing it more to the end of the game. So that I think will be a surprise here for some of the players. Maybe they already have their map pack open, wanting to take a look, and they're gonna get caught if that was the case. But of course, I have all faith that these players are true to the sportsmanship codes. Yeah. So yeah, I think they'll be fine. All right, here we go. 2 people found in the middle over here.
I think starting out, both teams swapped lanes. The ADC taking the Slayer lane. I think that's a pretty common strategy under the current map, because the first big objective is Spare Sentinels located in the Slayer lane. So typically, teams will rotate towards that direction for the first team fight. So I think it's very common for the ADCs in these higher level games to start in the Slayer lane side of the map.
That certainly makes a lot of sense to me. We saw now Alex and Hero both chunking down their opponents and forcing their early recalls. In fact, that's gonna be Hayate missing out some of his first waves as well. But here we go. Hero, you gotta be careful now. We got 4 people coming to your side. Does he have that intuition? And yes, he does. He's backing out. Now Spear Sentinel is gonna fall over to the side of Team Cuckoo. Nice little +1 there for them. Nightmare and Triumphs, they're going to be focusing down, just locking down this rotation back, trying to catch out Crixie. Crixie takes a nice, smart move here, detouring. But not for Spot Browns here as he gets into a trap. Triumphs, he's a little bit too far. There's good first blood coming over from the Pain. Nice ultimate to dash away. Now flicker into here, making sure that the Crixie cannot get away. Careful now, Malok is gonna have his ultimate anytime soon. Now 2 members of TVH is gonna focus down this first Dark Slayer. Cuckoo. Very good map awareness. They're gonna try and trade out this Abyssal Dragon for the last objective. Quite even right now. Both 1 apiece in terms of kill counts as well. Here we go, Tachi. Now Tachi has a giant, I think, damage reduction if he lands his first ability. So watch out for that, because if he does and he jumps through, you're going to see him tank up a lot of damage. 4 people pushed up to the top side. Malok and Lorian now on the bottom. It's kind of a weird little lane situation over here. Lorian wants to get back to his mid lane. Here we go now. 4 members of Team Cuckoo gather towards the top side. But Hayate has to back out, so I don't think they're going to be trying anything crazy here. 5 seconds until the next Sentinel spawns. Sentinel goes down nice and quickly.
We got the Sentinel, but the red team got the 50 gold.
Yes, indeed, they got denied here. TVH denied by Team Cuckoo on that extra 50 gold. Crucial, here we go. That's going to be the Starry Sky coming through. Flicker used by Spot Bronze. He's going to try to get away. Angie's Grasp takes hold. But Roxy is going to fall before that really can do too much. Nice rotation coming here by TVH. Right now, this Richter has been putting a lot of pressure into the river because he's able to constantly get away from his Slayer lane. Well, Malok wants to be able to come to these fights, but he can't when he is constantly poked out by the Richter as he tries to rotate. Entire bottom side of the map seems to be in TVH's favor / control. Alex has also been putting a lot of emphasis onto that side. There he goes again, moving towards the bottom side. Triumphs makes that land over there on his first ability. Uses the Disrupt onto the tower, just trying to hold it down a little bit. Here's a Kunai Blitz coming through, but it lands. Does not land. It's empty. On the bottom side, they're going to be able to make some kills here. Double kill coming through. 2 kills for a tower. Not too bad here for TVH. But the tower will open up that side of the map. I'm surprised they didn't go for another lane swap over here to be able to fight more for this Abyssal Dragon. Triumphs gets a nice little steal from that Pain. Nightmare jumping through. Oh, those magic abilities from Crixie starting to hurt a little bit. Here's the lane swap coming through from TVH now. Trying to just give Violet a little bit more room to farm, but uh-oh. Here we go. Good job to Team Cuckoo. We're bringing this wave in. Bad rotation coming through from TVH, and they're not going to be able to secure this tower. And they're going to lose another one. Violet, right now, at 3.6k gold, is doing okay. It's doing okay. But all of a sudden, she lost 2 outer towers to be able to farm from. Whoa, Richter showing us some very excellent display of skill there. Dashes is in 2 times, poking down Crixie to a very low amount of health. Oh, however, here we go. Angie's Grasp was able to just get out of that one quick enough. Here we go, Tachi coming through. There's the Disrupt coming down there, trying to just hold down on the tower. Nightmare takes out Roxy in the front over there. And they're going to try to force this tower down a little bit more. Hero a little bit overextended, too low on HP. Nightmare goes through, zoning out the enemy backline. But he's going to drop their tower to half HP. Slightly rushed, I'd say, on that attack there. Good defense for Team Cuckoo.
The Lorient already has a magic defense item. They'll 7 minutes into the game.
Ooh.
I think as the game advances, Violet may consider building some magic defense as well, and it's going to get more difficult for the Pain to burst down the blue team players.
Ooh, that is for sure. Hero previously felt that damage coming through from the Pain. She wanted to click onto that middle tower and do something there, but she was denied by the Pain. Now trying to build up some magic defense would be a good idea for her. It looks like first she's going to go into the Omni Arms. Abyssal Dragon taken out there. Now both teams again trading out these objectives. I love to see that. Not wanting to let the other team too much advantage. Here Crixie has to back out, so no fights coming through. Nightmare realizing that his position is a little bit too far forward is going to quickly go into that bush and make a fast recall. Excellent choice. The idea now for TVH, they're just trying to find an opening to perhaps take down an outer tier tower here, and it looks like they've been putting a lot of pressure into this mid lane, but perhaps a little bit too much pressure as they haven't really been sending these side lanes in here. Ayate, nice kunai blitz to force the Richter back, but that's going to be kunai blitz gone for this next fight. That Slayer though is looking like it might just be a wasted Slayer. Triumphs get caught out over here by Pain a little bit. Nightmare unable to stop that Pain from ulting back. It's just going to be a free little retreat there. Not a whole lot done here by TVH on this Slayer run. But of course, they were just trying to trade out the objectives. This Slayer at the early games does not feel very strong at all. It's just the matter of this patch. Here we go, Pain. In the bottom is going to meet Violet. Meanwhile, everybody is in the middle here trying to force an issue onto the middle tower. Ooh, Violet over there, though, was able to poke down Pain a lot. We didn't get to see what exactly happened, but you can see on the minimap that Pain has to just retreat out. Blue buff in the hand of Nightmare. Excellent communication coming through from TVH.
Crixie's lane clear is just so fast. The blue team is struggling to push this first mid tower.
It's absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. Meanwhile, on the other side, Hayate also has a pretty decent lane clear. Matlock also has an area effect on that cleave. Ooh, these minion waves just do not want to push into the tower. Well, I guess they're just afraid of pushing into the tower, because every time they go up there, they're just gonna die anyway. Okay, invulnerability getting used here by Richter. Can he get away? Angie's grass hasn't been used, has it? I think it... Oh, yeah, it was used. But then now it's going to be really difficult for Richter to get away. Yes, indeed. Matlock is going to... Oh, sorry, Hayate is going to secure that one over there. Okay. Jumping through. Starry Sky is going to be cleansed out. But Hayate is not going to survive that one. He falls. Meanwhile, through all of that commotion, 2 towers got taken down by TVH. Oh, for one Richter, losing 2 towers and your ADC, it does not seem like a good trade here for Team Cuckoo. Gotta be honest, they were playing such an incredible defense up till now. Being able to hold all of their outer towers, I feel like they were able to just, you know, keep everything at bay. But then all of a sudden, throughout this trade, 2 towers falling, and take a look at that gold gap coming through now to a 3k lead for Team TVH. That might be the straw that ends this one here for them. Silenced out, Pain does not have the ultimate to be able to retreat anymore. He does make a pretty good effort trying to kill Richter. Here's Soul Elegy coming down. Hero trying to make one last desperate stand, but Hero has a lot of damage now. 9k gold. I'm surprised. I am surprised. The 2 outer towers were in favor of Team Cuckoo, but somehow this Violet still managed to get so fed and now hurting so much. Angie Scraps now lands onto the Tachi. Tachi uses his ultimate. Now Shockwave lands onto the 3 pursuing members. Here's Nightmare. One giant cleave from her. I don't know what to call that. Giant sword, the broadsword. And she got back up a third of her HP. Clean fight over there. Even though the carries are going to survive, they have the Slayer now as well, pushing down middle. And it seems like Hero's going to be able to have free pokes onto this tower. Oh, hold on a second though. Angie Scraps is ready. Here we go. That's the flicker. But inside the bush, missing Hero by just an inch. There's a Starry Sky knocking up the Pain. And Violet is going to roll up with that tactical roll and finishes off that kill. Wow, what a quick turn of tides, I think. For a moment, I really thought Team Cuckoo was holding on really well. They had a good pace, and I wouldn't even call it holding on. I would just say that they were doing really well defending those towers. Starry Sky's coming in, knocks up that Crixie, deals a whole bunch of damage. Crixie has to back out now. Here we go, Sky Show. Taking a look at using that disrupt. Yes, indeed. Here's still the shockwave available. Nightmare's now into the fight. Tachi first slows down everybody. Here's the shockwave coming down, trying to control the fight. They do get Roxy away, but Skyshow finding it difficult to now get away. Here's Pain coming in just in time. Gets enough room for Skyshow. Ooh, this is a fight to turn around. What is going on? Arctic Orb now used by Alex, but he's not going to be able to get away as well. Whoa! What did I just see? Snowpea, what happened?
I think they took too much tower damage, but let's see. Their waves aren't that good, and there aren't any dragons or objectives to take. I think by the time the Dark Slayer comes out, the blue team will be back again. So they traded 2 high ground towers. It's not too bad.
Wow, this is the time when you need that zip to be able to take this very nice counter. Well, I don't know, just this play over here, turning the fights around. But then again, like Snowpea was saying, no minion waves to be able to push more towers. They actually didn't get even 1 tower for that, if I didn't get it wrong. Infinite Slayer now only spawns. Whoa, Cuckoo. I feel for you. That was some really excellent team fight though, but unfortunately not being able to get towers for it.
Yeah, I think the blue team did a good job of cleaning up the waves before starting the fight.
Some good fundamentals. Learn that, dear viewers. Learn it.
We're gonna start the Slayer fight, but Astra brought up the bot wave.
Yeah, they might just lose that bot wave for this one as well. Matlock is having a difficult time. Here we go. Kunai Bliss comes through, trying to get that Lord Slayer. They do get it, but at what cost? Oh my goodness, 2 already to fall. Here we go. Hayate trying to get back up, but his Blade of Eternity is not going to help him at all. Matlock is now finally being able to clear that bottom wave. Meanwhile, over here, Nightmare picks up a retreating Crixie, and it's just going to be 2 tanks. Nobody else to clear out the lanes. Angie's Grass, one desperate attempt. Here's the Lord Slayer as well. Starry Sky lands onto the Spot Browns over here. He's not going to be able to survive that one. At the very least, it's going to be 3 high ground towers gone, and I do think this is going to be game over. Excellent attention to detail by the blue team before picking up that fight, but at the same time, Team Cuckoo really did try and turn that fight around. It was an exciting one to see. Just a quick peek at the results now. 15-10 is the kill score. Pretty even onto both sides, but the fights, the timing of these fights were in favor of TVH, that was for sure, and also the gold count as well. So missed Angie Grass by Roxy. We've seen this player, Spot Browns, play a lot of good support, so I was a little bit surprised, but perhaps the player was just getting warmed up. Alex dealt 32% of the damage. That might just do it for my MVP, as well as the games. We'll be waiting now for the next lobby. Do you have anything that you want to comment on that one, Snowpea?
Yeah, and I think stats aside, Best Carries Richter did an excellent job of holding up and stalling during that critical fight in the top half of the map. That really allowed the Astrid to push down 2 towers and gave his team enough time to come over and take out the Hayate. I think that was the key turning point for this match.
Yes, I think there was that one time. Yeah, I think it's exactly the same fight that you are referring to. Hayate had to, died for that trade on Richter, and all of a sudden there was 2 towers gone, taken out by Astrid, and I can't remember, maybe the middle Alex taking out the bottom tower. I think that's what happened, and it definitely felt like the tide just all of a sudden shifted gears at that point. So for the viewers there, I just posted 2 links. It's going to be the Chinese stream and as well as the Vietnamese stream. Those 2 are up and running for you. If you want to go ahead and enjoy the stream in those 2 languages, you can go ahead and click onto those links. We got some very excellent, very talented casters working on those streams as well. So go ahead and support them. We are just going to be jumping into the next lobby now. I think I'm in the right lobby, I don't know. Here we go. The teams will be reversed, needless to say, but good to mention anyways while we were waiting. It's gonna be Team Kugu on the top side now, and TVH on the bottom.
Yeah, I think in this current patch, there's a handful of strong tier SS heroes. So in a way, the red team that picks second has an upper hand because they get the last pick and they're able to better counter pick the draft of the other team. I think especially early on in this best of 7 series when there's a lot of heroes available, there's almost an advantage to the red side. As the hero pools are used up and as the top tier heroes are used up, that's when I think the blue team starts having a slight advantage. But at this stage, I think the red team has the upper hand.
So from that analysis, Team Cuckoo is going to have to play extra hard just to try to get this series back basically at a tied situation. They lost one on the red side. They actually lost one with Hayate. Hayate has very high win rate, I think, in this patch. He deals really well chewing through all sorts of frontline tanks that is very prominent in this patch. And, you know, he's one of the top picks ADC that I see coming through. And unfortunately, Team Cuckoo, because of a couple of, well, just that one time when they, you know, let go of the rhythm, now they're going to have to play catch-up. Here we go. I think we're going to be jumping into this game number 2. TVH took game number 1. Now we have game number 2 to watch. Soon, I think. There we go. Alright.
It looks like blue team made a substitution at the ADC role, with Susie coming in now as the ADC for the blue team.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's in slot number 3. Is that? I think it is. Sorry, so even though I do understand Chinese, sometimes reading Chinese characters is still a little bit foreign to me. At least I can't pick it up as fast as I can with just alphanumerics here. I think that is gonna be slot 3, right, Snowpea?
That's right, that's right.
Okay. Got a new ADC.
I think he was the first one who got, if you remember, way back during the prelim round robin rounds, he got the mega kill, the first one of this Winter Cup.
Oh, no way. Okay, well,
this is that ADC.
Welcome that ADC. Suvi, was it? Susie?
Susie, yeah.
Susie. Okay, I'm expecting some excellent performance here from Susie. Onto the blue side, banning out Hayate, denying that pick. Okay, I think that's great. Meanwhile, it's gonna be always the red team's sort of responsibility to ban out Aya. We're gonna see that all tournament. Tachi gets banned out, denied from blue team to use, and Florentino once again getting banned out, and once again surprising me.
Yeah, I think best carry Florentino is probably one of, if not the strongest on our server, and I think it's gonna occupy a ban slot for the Cuckoo team throughout this series.
I see. Wow, that is going to be very unfortunate as well. Well, Florentino now with this patch can remain basically immune to CC for the forever, basically. And I do believe they are afraid of that. However, I do think, I don't know, it might be just me, but my experience tells me that if you can just put some magic damage on the Florentino and burst him down, it does not matter if he's CC immune. Just get something that's like Crixie, just, you know, no brainer, just open up your ult and kill him. Kill him. I don't know, what am I saying? These guys are the top conks, they know a thing or two when it comes to Arena of Valor. Let's enjoy this game. Ari gets picked up here by Team Cuckoo. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Liliana. Excellent. With that Omen.
Yeah, Liliana is a good versatile mid lane pick. She doesn't really have a true counter, and she fits in a various team comp. Omen here, I think, is a flex pick where they can use him both as a Slayer laner, or they can flex him to support.
I'd love to see that flex into the support sometimes. He certainly has that talent for a disrupt. That's looking like one mighty scary combination. Just imagine getting that death embrace and getting disrupted on the tower. Everyone is going to just come in and feast on ya. 10 seconds until Cuckoo responds here with their own 2 picks. Possibly a mid laner, yes, and possibly another Slayer, but you might want to hold on for that Irie to be able to be flexed. Okay, Emily, that could be another flex over here. I like that. Not really a Slayer pick, and you kind of keep them waiting. Now, Emily playing against Omen, that's a pretty age-old counter as well. They just kind of go into each other. It's kind of like Hayate and Violet. So that could definitely be Emily into the Slayer lane, but you don't know. Emily could very well become a support as well, and maybe Omen also. One more pick.
I think Spot Brown loves playing Emily, so I don't think I've seen Sky Show play Emily before, so I think they'll probably give the Emily to Spot Brown unless they're
unless they've got something planned, and unless Skyshow has been hiding all this time his Amelie from the audiences. That would be exciting to see. Zip now locked in. That's most definitely a support. That is most definitely a support. Zip coming through. Don't get to see a lot of that anymore this patch, even though Zip is still very versatile. But he just kind of fell off the meta. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe people forgot about him or something like that. Be curious to see how they get Zip to be playing here today. Lubu banned out over here by Team TVH. I would ban some tanks here from TVH. Because right now, Amelie, yeah, sure, very survivable, but you know, you kind of want to pair that with Aya to be able to be unkillable. Without Aya, you're still, you're still susceptible to death, essentially. And so, I think right now, Cuckoo needs a frontline tank. Especially for that unexpected scenario. I don't want to say unexpected, you know, it's definitely something that is within possibility that your team falls behind in gold and stuff. Then Amelie would have a really tough time trying to push out. Are we getting picked off over here from this ban? Okay. That's an early game hero. I like that ban. That ban would put a little bit more pressure because Airi here is a late game hero, and without Aoi to sort of bring up the early game, Airi's gonna do a lot more work here. One final ban. What is it going to be? It's gonna be Pain. Pain with the Soul Elegy. Be able to just walk right through Illumia's ultimate and continue to fight. That might be a really scary thing. So it gets banned out. Telenos.
Looks like RB is thinking about pairing their Zip with a Telenos. I think Telenos' biggest weakness is she has no dash or self-protection ability, and that's where Zip becomes really valuable. I think their thinking here is they don't want to expend a resource pick on one of the meta ADCs in round 2, so they're picking an ADC, I think either Tel or Brunhilde, to pair with the Zip and to save the other ADC picks for later in the series.
And especially before they've seen what the enemy is going to pick. This almost forces Cuckoo to pick up a meta ADC unless they think they have something to go against that Telenos. Very, very interesting, very, very scheming here by TVH. That's the kind of high level plays that we want to see. And we are getting it. And also, it would be one of the things that maybe if I was watching this by myself I might miss, but we've got some excellent company here. Snowpea providing us some really good high-level analytics here. Thank you for that. Here we go. Earl, locked in. And it's going to be the Violet. A little bit range against range. And that hover is going to be a really fast one. Bright, what is up with that? It looks to me that on the side of Team Cuckoo, Violet and Illumia are just going to be left alone to fend for themselves. And right now, if TVH can see that opportunity, they might go in with a more aggressive assassin. Well, they already do have that Liliana. Now they're going to go with a Bright. That's going to get locked in. Probably to deal with a massive team fight when Amelie, Arrow, and Airi jumps in. Bright uses the ultimate and boom, gone right there. And then Liliana jumping into the back line. That is what the sort of show is going on in the back of my mind as I see this composition.
they're going with like a poke type comp. I'm just worried that the red team early game is going to be weak. But if they can get to the late game, they're very strong.
That is for sure. Both Liliana and Talanis, they need some gold to get there. Well, for the Liliana in this patch, it feels like as soon as you get your level 4, you're basically alright. You can choose freely.
Liliana's really strong at the early game with her poke since she outranges most other heroes. And then she's really strong late game once she has her core items and build.
That is for sure. I remember playing Liliana and I got all of my items full build and I'm like, wow, I hurt a lot. And we're gonna see RB Alex. He had the highest damage, 32% last match. We should be able to expect a very good game from him. He's even got that wave oscillator skin. I'm jealous. I do not have that one.
That's right. I think Liliana's his most played hero this season.
Oh yes? Oh, good. We're gonna be seeing some excellent Liliana match, I'm sure. Okay, another technical pause here to just get the players. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's not a technical pause. It's more like a administrative pause. I don't have the right words for it, but you know, just a routine. All right, here we go into the game. A little bit of emotions here from Team Cuckoo's side. Nice. I like it. It's gonna be a 2v1 right away here in the top, in the mid lane over here. Alex doesn't have, well, now he knows about that. He's gonna back out a little bit. That is nice though, because actually Zip was able to pair that up. He really disrupted his first lane over there. Nice job. Now Alex is just going to take all sorts of pokes onto this Liliana. One way to play Zip and one way for your mid laners to go ahead and sort of complement your plays. It's gonna be a switch here. Hero is going to meet up with Skyshow over here in the Slayer lane. Nice little dash in here by Skyshow, but he's gonna get poked down a lot. Hero doesn't carry the he isn't carrying the Spirit Birds, or else Skyshow might be at 1 bar health now. Meanwhile, 4 people coming over to the top side. That is not a good time for Skyshow to lose all that HP. The Spirit Sentinel, no doubt, is gonna go over to the side of TVH. Inverse Sprout comes down as well. Ooh. That makes it quite an awkward situation here to start off for Team Cuckoo. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the lane though, it's going to be Susie pushing in on that Omen. Both sides, the ADCs are going to have a bit of a advantage on the Warriors. The one thing I love to see, and I am seeing right now, is the fearlessness of these players. Even though you gave away first blood, our support is still going ahead and making sure that Vision is seen, pushing forward when he has to create space. That's a mark of a good player. Even if you get killed, you gotta keep going. There we go, ultimate used here. He's gonna be able to save that. Oh my goodness, that's a big ultimate jumping through there. Now it's gonna be Earl trying to come through. He does find the first kill there. Turns around for more. Susie is in the back line over there dealing up with the Omen. Nice. I think that was a Bone Cleaver coming down from Earl. Well timed onto 4 players. If my eyes do not deceive me.
And blue team does have the Slayer buff, so they were able to rub off some of the HP on this bottom tower here.
A Slayer buff is going to give you a couple of extra shots every time you auto attack a tower, in case you're not really familiar yet with patch number 4. It's one of the things. Now Nightmare is going to jump through onto spot bronze. Here's Triumphs rolling through, hits that Illumia, but they're going to back out. Nothing too much over here. Bot's enough time for Hero to be able to clear that lane for a little bit extra more gold. Alex.
Meanwhile, Skyshow was able to take the Spirit Sentinel himself.
Nice. Okay, Alex getting chased down now. Here's the Reiki shot, trying to force away the arrow, but Earl does not mind. He uses the first ability to dodge that. Cleave comes down. Ooh, Nightmare though was able to come through with that one. Unfortunately, Cuckoo felt like that team had a little bit of a discrepancy about what they're gonna do. I like the aggression coming through from Earl, but the team did not follow through. There's a little hook here coming through onto Susie. Susie's gonna use Flicker to be able to negate that one. Alex gets found out here by Spot Bronze into that bush over there. And here's another one of the ultimates coming down. Okay, Susie unfortunately does not have her cooldown fast enough to be able to land that kill shot onto Nightmare. Zip is gonna just suck him up and go away. There's another Reiki shot, and it's gonna find his mark this time, paired up with Triumphs. It's gonna deal a lot of damage. Triumph's first ability is going to do well with magic. Here we go, jumping through. There's another cleave coming down. It feels like Team TVH was a little bit too far forward this time. Excellent work from Earl to be able to come back and get that double kill. He definitely is leading the pace of this first part of the match right now for me. And got lots of damage tanked up by Spot Bronze. I felt like he was gonna die right there, but for some reason he was able to get back out alive. Some damage reduction or something from his abilities, I guess. I actually don't play Amelie that much. Actually, maybe I should say at all. Just know that Amelie sometimes gets really tanky. It's after the ultimate. And her first ability does afford her a little bit of regen. Take a look at all that health she's regenning. Meanwhile, paying attention towards the Sky Show's lane over here in Slayer. That's the Spirit Sentinel getting pulled out by the Omen. Nightmare comes to help. It's gonna be a quick Spirit Sentinel. They tried to go steal a little bit of that gold there, Sky Show. It's gonna also just perhaps hold on to these two players as they try to make something happen here in the top side. Bone Shaver comes down. It only lands onto the support. But that is all a distraction as they take down the tower. This game feels like Cuckoo's to win. Starting from that fight when Earl landed a Bone Shaver onto 4 people, it feels like he is now on a rampage, on a mission to bring this team to victory. You saw him set up some very excellent plays, making some very aggressive pushes, and for sure picking up some kills here and there. Meanwhile, hats off to Susie for taking down all those towers, definitely finding all sorts of opportunities as the rest of his team fights to be able to take down these towers. Right now, the gold lead is in favor of Team Cuckoo by 2,000, as well as the kill counts. Hero is gonna get that red buff. That's gonna be a little bit problematic. I heard a flicker being used. I think that was a mistake there by Violet, or just maybe a very preemptive one. Very safe, very cautious indeed. Little skirmish is gonna happen over here. Skyshow is gonna use 2 dashes to immediately get away. That's gonna be 2 people holding down 4 people. Dark Slayer then taken. beautiful communication this match. This game, Team Cuckoo feels a little different. They feel tighter, and they're definitely starting to take command over this battlefield. Tons of tower advantage. And this Earl, once again, going to come and do something. Yes, indeed. Immediately, he's going to go back into this Abyssal Dragon side. Clean. Very clean. Spot Bronze, he is going to be able to play the game that he loves playing the most, which is getting into the enemy's faces and zoning them back, letting the entire Team Kugu take objectives like it was their own backyard. Here we go. Can he get away? I think so. I have all sorts of faith in him to be able to do that. It's just a question of whether he wants to or not. He's being naughty as he just moves back again, trying to steal a little bit of HP here and there. Build here, Violet. Looking very strong. 7k gold. Coming up to a 2-level gold lead. A 2-level lead on some of the enemies. She's hurting a lot now. Here we go. Illumia ultimate is going to hit onto a bunch of people. Ultimate here comes down from the Ari over here. She's gonna jump all the way in. Bone Shaver now comes down, follows up that damage. All sorts of room for Susie. Susie just has to click on these towers. With these three members, they are so aggressive. Now into the front is slightly a little bit too much, maybe, but Susie has that damage to be able to follow through. Down goes Nightmare, and this is going to be the core as well. Susie stays really safe. Liliana unable to reach Susie. That's GG. Nice game number 2. It felt so clean coming through from Cuckoo.
This must be one of the fastest matches in the tournament. 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I think the challenge was the red team's team composition was very late game, and they just didn't have anyone to stall them and get their late game heroes opportunity to farm up.
Indeed, and that really fits into my understanding of the game as well, because we saw Earl. He was, 15% damage is not a whole ton, but he was able to, hit those Bone Shavers, and it really turned fights around. That first Bone Shaver, I still remember it hitting onto 4 people, and it brought them down to 1 bar, and then it was just a cleanup fest after that. Everybody going after their own targets, and turning that fight around. And then later on, all of a sudden, Emily was unkillable. And, no more scaling for the enemy side. Cuckoo then just kind of had the smooth sailing all the way to victory. Alright, so congratulations to Team Cuckoo there, picking up the second match. We're gonna be going into our next lobby anytime now. Anytime now. I'm just keeping an eye on that lobby, trying to figure out what our next ID is going to be. Not coming through just yet for me. Okay, here we go, lobby ID. Now it's going to be reversed once more. It's going to be Team Cuckoo on the red side. We talked about them having to work hard to even up this series. Red side seems to have a pretty decent advantage here in this patch, and they did just that. I think on the drafting side, TVH may have just been a little bit not so careful, I guess. They let two late game composition meet up with a very nice early game, and then Zip doesn't really have that ability to just stop Earl anyways, so then it was difficult. But in this best of 7, there's all sorts of opportunity for drama to happen. We don't know what's gonna happen in this game number 3. These two teams are very, very evenly matched. One apiece here for both teams. Here we go into the ban pick phase. First up is the bans. Now Aya is gonna be that red side ban. Now is a question of whether or not what the blue side is gonna do versus the Omen. Alright, don't fail me here. Ban that Aya, or are you gonna let it out? From Team Cuckoo's sort of mentality, I think they might also want to keep denying that Hayate. At least from one of the other scrims that we saw, / one of the other games that Cuckoo played, they played Hayate early on, and then they started to just sort of target ban that hero, because they realized just how strong it is when it falls into the right hands. We'll have to see whether or not they do that.
Will they let Florentino out? Let's see.
Oh yeah, it is a choice.
I think the blue team intentionally banned two, I think, less strong heroes that they've played previously to force some of these stronger picks to come out.
Yes, indeed, because right now Florentino and Ari are all open for TVH to pick up, especially if they don't get banned here by Team Cuckoo, and they have 4 seconds. It's gonna be the Ari. Florentino gets left out, as you predicted, Snowpea, and as well as that Hayate. Oh, this is a very, very tough situation here. They don't have Hayate to play either, so they can't deny that pick. So basically, if TVH wants to go all out and secure this next win, they could go Florentino, Hayate, and whoever else they want. And Team Cuckoo is just gonna have to start to plan for that. They do have Liliana. I feel like the Liliana into Florentino now is pretty decent, because you can get onto him. Okay, Tulin is fine too. Anybody with good high damage, Zata would be good too. Zata is free.
Now this Tulin, I wonder if it's a flex pick.
I think it's a flex.
Because we've seen the Tulin go into the Slayer lane to lane against the Florentino before.
It could be a jungle.
More traditional mid lane or jungle.
Exactly. Yeah. 3 spots there for that Tulin to go, and they pick up Chi as well, just to say, hey Florentino, you might want to reconsider or hide behind your support maybe. Here we go. Okay, Emily getting hovered over here. What are they gonna do? They see some very scary picks here coming through for Florentino. You could always play Florentino into the jungle. In fact, that's probably what I would do if I were Team TVH. Take him away from the Slayer lane. He would get bullied there. Emily here, probably, well, it could be flexed. I like that. Flex between support and Slayer. So if it's really gonna be a Chi Slayer, Emily could go there. That's gonna be Dirac. Okay, Dirac to block out some of that Tulin passive. The lightning coming through from Tulin is just gonna bounce off of that Dirac Genesis barrier. I like it. Oh, hold on. But a quick choice finalized here is gonna be Iggy instead. Okay. pokes, but you gotta have a good support to go with that Iggy to open up space for you to do so. You might be playing in those lower tier games or your own games or something, and you might say, hey man, Iggy is super strong, has free pokes all day. But when you meet up in a 5Q, that is going to result in an overextension, and you might just have to die for that. So now TBH is going to have to think about, you know, how to pair up with this Iggy properly. It could be the Amelie, it could be. Saw Spot Bronze playing that Amelie perfectly the previous match. Now it's gonna be Thorn. Ooh. That is a locked pick, and I am worried here for Cuckoo. I am worried because both Tulin and Thorn rather wants to build up on their damage and build up, you know, they're kind of late game for me. That's gonna be 2 damage carries there, wanting to somehow get through their maturation phase, if there's such a word. Maturity phase? Wait, what do you call that? Anyways. Bans coming through. Lubu once again denied. Go ahead, Snowpea.
You're gonna ban another ADC here.
And another ADC, okay. Hayate, ban him out while you have the chance. But in this game, I don't know if you need to ban out Hayate. Maybe you want to go for something more early game. I don't know, like a Valheim. Or even no ADC ban.
Ban a pain. Oh, because to protect the Thorn.
Interesting. Right now, all of a sudden, seeing that Thorn, I'm really worried for Cuckoo, because if the enemy team picks up something like Aoi, which is free right now, it might be in trouble. Early game is what TVH now has in mind after seeing that Thorn plus Tulin. Varus gets picked off over here. That's another early game pick denied. Of course, they're just saying, hey, do you want to pick Aoi? You might as well pick up Aoi. No. No, Cuckoo is not going to secure themselves the early game with some early game picks. Instead, it's going to be Chognar. I think this might just be a temporary hover, because there's no reason for Chognar to come out in this composition right now. More comfortable Crashed over here. Crash also needs to get tanky. Early game, Crash isn't that tanky for me early game. You might as well go with a Scud or something like that. I don't know.
I think they want to support with some CC to disrupt the Iggy S1.
Okay, Lumber. Lumber would do it. Okay, Crash, very fast final decision. It was a flip-flop coin toss. And here we go, TVH. Are you going to secure the game with your picks? Indeed, Aoi comes out, and they're going to just say, hey, you have Thorn, I have Morin. Late game, we're still even. No, it's gonna be early game. They're gonna put it all in early game. I forgot about that Joker. That Joker would do just fine in here as well for me. Laville, not too bad. He has that DPS advantage, and not the favorite pick. So, you know, putting that out there now, he's not meta. Getting it over with in this match, that's not too bad. That's just not too bad.
And the Reg side already picked her support, so he doesn't have to worry about Mina, who is the hard counter to
Laville.
Yeah.
Wow, TVH, I am impressed by the flexibility of your ban picks, and let it be a lesson to all the people who are watching right now. This is pretty cool stuff. This is really cool stuff, and this is the kind of strategy that NA has to continue to strive towards, because, well, let's be honest, some of the other battle regions, you got some in Thailand, Vietnam, or in the GCS, and they're miles ahead in front of NA. So this kind of stuff I definitely support and put my 100% support behind. This is awesome. here we go. Into the preparation for this game number 3. Our bets right now from the casting team is that TVH seems to have the very good composition, but if Team Cuckoo manages to stall out time and let this Thorn and Tulin combination come online, it could be the Nacroft and Chi doing that. Then this game, the result of this game is going to be hard to say. We expect
It's interesting. The
Yeah.
Florentino had, they took disrupt.
You mean the jungle item, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
To punish, as did the Thorn.
Huh. Okay.
I wonder what their logic or rationale is there.
Interesting, because right now the punish is not great. I mean, you have a penalty on the lanes, right?
That's right. With the punish item, to the extent that there's another teammate around, then you only receive a portion of the gold.
To the extent
instead
of okay.
The full amount. Yeah.
Okay, so as long as they're playing solo, that will be fine as well. Okay,
Right.
so maybe it's gonna be Florentino trying to just establish dominance, and then he's gonna go into the enemy jungle and be a enemy jungler. I mean, against a Chi, I think that is gonna be tough.
So that is best carries Florentino playstyle. He lives in the enemy team's jungle.
Okay, then I am excited to see that. Is it just for me or is it for you? But it's not really loading. Is it loaded for you guys?
The game is loaded, but the jungler for Team Cuckoo says that he's lagging, and he requested a restart.
Oh, so you guys are loaded in the game. I'm not loaded
That's
either.
right. But they paused it. And I think the reason that Thorn took punish is because he had lagged out.
Oh, okay. I would like a restart too. Because my game lagged out as well, and in the spectator it's really hard to jump back in. But of course, we still have, I think, Snowpea in that game, so if we must, we'll jump over to yours to watch. Are you going to be restarting? Okay, someone was jumping in here. Looks like they're in the wrong chat though. I think there's some language barrier here. They're wondering if they're gonna be switching.
The stream's off.
Yeah. Oh, the stream stopped. Oh yeah, for me.
Sorry, I turned off the Discord stream because I saw Alex in here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, let me turn it back on since he's not here anymore.
Okay, and then I think I need to really quick do a restart on this iPad as well because it is not treating me nicely. So I'm in time for this new lobby. Yeah, so right now, for the viewers, let me just also open up my desktop so people can see it. There it is. We're just in a pause. They're discussing over a restart because you'll see that Florentino carry punish. We were discussing about that. It was interesting to us to see, but it turns out that it might be just a mistake here. I also need to just double check what it looks like for the streams. Okay.
Okay, the teams have agreed to restart.
Okay, great, okay. So then I have time to quickly launch the app and jump into the new lobby. So apparently the official rules for this tournament is that you're able to request one restart per team out of the best of 7. I think that's pretty fair. You know, things happen. And the good thing about the ban pick mode is that you can restart quite easily, quite fast. Seven, 6, 4, 6. Alright, can you hold them up just a little bit for me, Snowpea? Just need to just jump in here. iPad is having fun.
I don't know as spectator if I can. I don't see the hold button anymore.
Lobby doesn't exist. What is the ID?
7649.
049. Okay, whew. Okay, I'm in.
Okay. I think they're asking the host to change it to a standard. Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
That way we don't have to waste time with the bands. They can just pick the same picks that they picked last time.
That's fantastic. Good to see. Meanwhile, I'm gonna fix up the stream over here. Okay, good. Alright, I think we're almost there. Just need to make sure that I have the right screen showing. Alright, we're good. Okay, so you're seeing a standard band pick here because everyone already knows what they're gonna be picking. It's just one of the what's it called? Items that was wrong.
It looks like Florentino's going with the sprint item this time, though.
That looks a little bit more normal. A little normal. Yeah. Alright. Now, into game number 3. They're one apiece right now. Team TVH is on the top side. They've got a really strong looking composition, like we were putting our money on. And Team Cuckoo is on the bottom side. Late game composition is going to be up to Nancroft and Chi to see if they can drag this game on long enough for Tulin and the Thorn to come online. I think there's gonna be a lot of focus on best carries Florentino. Changed his name in game. I don't really recognize him anymore.
Red team's gone with the lane swap, while TVH has kept Florentino in the top lane.
Cuckoo gone with the lane swap. I don't know if they want to do this. Actually, they might want to swap back real quick next time they have the opportunity. They want to put Skyshow on this Florentino so that they can limit his growth. But right now, Florentino now just left to his devices. He's gonna immediately go into the jungle. Tries to take out a small little camp over there. Unfortunately, is gonna get taken out. Still by Team Cuckoo. Nice rotation. Real fast. Thorn is going to start up this red buff for Susie, who is going to be playing jungle now. First blood goes over. That's going to be Skyshow's Chi getting caught out. That's Aoi. You know, early game advantage. Fantastic to see. Oh, meanwhile, I do realize that I need to close my music here. So we have a better game experience. Okay, here we go. I always thought watching Florentino in the early game means a little bit more aggression, but I may be wrong as we get a little bit little lesson here from best carries Florentino, perhaps. Again, there is a lot of pressure for Florentino in that top lane. Here we go. Florentino jumps to trying to deal something to that dragon, but Tulin starting to hurt. And yeah, well, it's there in time for that kill. Okay, then maybe we need to focus here on Aoi to see what he's gonna be doing on the other side of the map, while Florentino is getting basically focused on by 4 members of the team constantly. Here's Double Trouble, lands onto Crest. Nothing to follow up over there. That's not gonna amount to anything. Now Triumph's Amelie supports. It's gonna drag out the blue buff. Nakrov is already there in his red buff side, taking out the red with Thorn. Thorn is always there helping out. Very interesting, just trying to speed up that rotation there. Come on, look at that lane clear. Combinations coming down, and the lane just disappears in just a couple of seconds. Here we go, Double Trouble fired the other way. Now they're gonna make an issue onto Sky Show. Here's the disrupt coming down. Sky Show, Nakrov coming through. He's gonna make a kill onto Hero. Excellent work, but not able to get away. The Chi is gonna fall to Arctic Orbs getting used. Suzy is gonna fall as well. Not enough abilities to get away on that one. Uh-oh, Nightmare! We were able to see Crash using that Metamorphosis to knock him out. Aww. This pace is not as I have imagined. Definitely not. All I could say is really good job to Team Cuckoo for somehow being able to pull through this right now. They're doing a good job staying even, and in this kind of composition, staying even is doing great. Four group over here. Here's the Ember's Gaze, just trying to get some vision onto Sky Show's Chi. Nightmare swinging through, trying to find someone. Okay, Florentino's got an ambush onto. Uh-oh, Flicker used here by Thorn. Thorn's gonna be able to back out. Meanwhile, on the top side, Suzy goes for a nice little push over there. Arctic Orb here used by Hero, but he's still getting killed here. No problem. Sky Show gets a kill onto the enemy ADC. Hero goes down. Skyjo is going to go down with that, but that's really going to stunt that growth of the Laville. I think maybe a lane swap here is necessary for TVH. Skyshow is doing a really good job playing against Hero. And here's Suzy just in their face, taking down the tower, then getting away. Yes, indeed, he gets away. That is some brilliant play there. Okay, Florentino gets a nice little kill over there, 1 vs 2. Right under the support's nose. Meanwhile, on the bottom side over here, you're gonna continue to push into that tower. He's killed the Chi once again. Florentino holding his own on the top side, and they're gonna take 2 towers for free down on the bottom side. Here we go, Florentino. He's got his 3 flowers blossoming. Now Arctic Orb coming through to dodge that Thunder Strike. Still got his abilities ready to go, but no more damage reduction means that this time he's just gonna have to leave and let that Tulin live. Dragon, however, was able to be taken out by Team TVH over here. All of a sudden, the pacing feels like it is in TVH's control once again. We didn't quite see the early game dominance that perhaps we were hoping to see, but this is two of the top teams, so it's tough. It's tough to see such a one-sided, result, even if it was a comp issue. Teams will pull out a composition because they have quite a confidence that it's going to work, and they already have their discipline and their skills to make it happen. So it won't be as exciting sometimes for us to see. Here is a nil knock up here onto the wall, but Nightmare is going to be able to use that Dragon Claw to get back out. Alex zoning out just everybody, and Susie be able to come out over here to that. Skyshow now caught out. He doesn't have his ultimate, and Florentino is going to come in to make that kill. Nice job for Nightmare to hold on to Skyshow. He tried to clear one more wave. Proved to be one wave too much. Now all of a sudden Florentino is showing up on the PSA here. All sorts of announcement made with his name attached. That means he's getting gold quite a lot now. There we go. There we go. Amelie. Ultimate used. Tons of damage reduction. So tanky. Ember's Gaze found one. Alex, are you going to try another Ember's Gaze? I'm not sure. I don't think he will. Double Trouble lands. Now Alex takes that opportunity to jump through and deal some damage, some pokes. Best carry's position is very, very dangerous. He spots out a thorn over here. Meanwhile, on the other side, Crash's Metamorphosis has already been used, but we're going to just take a look at over here. Nope, nothing over on that side, no fights. Best carry is not going to be able to jump onto the thorn either. It does attract 3 members of Cuckoo. Okay, now he uses his ultimate. He does land, but unfortunately there was too much damage. He's only going to be able to take down one person. Sticks onto...
Very impressive 1v4 there.
Very nice.
Yeah, and meanwhile his teammates took the Slayer and
the top side tower as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's stuck onto Skyshow instead of the Thorn, but in that scenario, even being able to pull off one of these kills is impressive. It feels like Team TVH is constantly, this game, constantly in a 1-4 split. Florentino just doing whatever he wants, splitting down one lane, and then the rest of the team will just take that opportunity.
We saw that in the first
happen.
game with his Richter, where his Richter ended up dying, but his teammates took out all the objectives on the other side of the map because he was able to survive for so long and attract the attention of their other members.
You're right. You're right. It feels like that is the sign of a good Slayer. And actually, kudos also to the rest of his team too, because they really are able to take those opportunities to do stuff. Meanwhile, Nakroff now is playing the split pusher on Cuckoo's side. He's going to be pushing through that top Slayer lane. Dark Slayer's going to arrive into the middle here, just trying to do some damage onto this mid tower. Nakroff is coming through from the back though. You're going to have to be careful. Here is Crash. Lance Metamorphosis onto 2 people, onto 3 people, correct me there. And here Triumph is going to open up that ultimate though.
That was a good push by Triumph, yeah.
Susie almost had that. Yeah. Here we go, coming in again. Alex falls. Nightmare, however, is going to be able to trade that one off. It's a 1-1. One more to fall, though, so actually right now it's a 4 vs 3. But then, you're meeting up a Florentino, and he's got a lot of damage. One more time, let's go. Florentino still has that CC immunity. He uses it just on the last breath over there, but lands his flower just wide. No more blossom for him. Unfortunately, won't get that kill, but another 2 minion waves coming through, and it's only the Thorn left to defend. This is exactly what we were saying. They didn't have enough early game. Can Thorn make a difference? Is he fed enough? I don't think so. He does get out of range from Florentino though, and Sushi is out here. 3 towers though. That's gonna be 3 towers. No, 4. Make that 4 towers for TVH. All of a sudden, Cuckoo has 1 tower left.
You're gonna try and get both dragons at the same time.
Risky move, but Florentino's side is gonna get spotted out. And I don't think that's gonna be too much trouble. Okay, here's the Crash Metamorphosis. It does not land though onto anyone, but Nightmare's gonna fall here. Dragonclaw not being able to get across the wall, slightly awkward. But they do end up getting the Dark Slayer. I don't know if they got... Oh, actually they got both.
Yeah, they got both dragons.
That's good. Now all they need to do is to just hold on to this until Aoi comes again, and to make a good push into the high ground.
Max split pushing again.
I think he got spotted out because taking a look at everybody. Oh, there goes Double Trouble, just wide. That would have spelled disaster there. Here we go. First point of contact is going to be from Laville. Laville has... Well, that's a lot of damage from Laville. He's going to just take out Susie, no problem there. Now he also has that Boat of Slaughter. He's going to be basically invulnerable to Susie's attacks now. No. Nice Metamorphosis catches out Alex. Alex is going to fall. Lots of damage here from Tulin. That's for sure. But is it too little, too late? Here we go now. Next up is Nightmare. He's gonna get chased down here. And then a nice push over here, tanking a lot of damage. Hero comes in, and the 2 shots basically, and gone goes the ADC from Cuckoo. That felt like 2 shots from Hero. And he uses Flicker to make 1 more kill. That's 1 less person to be able to defend. 3 on 3 with the Slayer. This is looking good. Double Trouble comes down. There's going to be a cleanse coming through right away. Smart, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Hero has all sorts of opportunity to put in damage. He takes out 2 people first before finally focusing on that core. Wow. Okay, not too much of a surprise there, I suppose.
I think Best Carry showed us why his Florentino should be perma-banned.
5-2-3. 5-2-3. He kind of just let people come onto his lane. You know, it was really steady. You know, I always thought, like, you know, playing Florentino, you got to be super aggressive and stuff, but he kind of just let people come, and it was like an omen. It's like, you can't take me alone. Interesting. Congratulations over there. Now they're up by 1. TVH 2 and Cuckoo 1. Although I have got to say that you know, having that AoE really made a difference. They got the first blood on Skyshow on the bottom lane. You know, swapping over there was interesting because Skyshow for the first part of the match was able to hold down Hero, and for a time, I felt that actually Thorn had a lot of room to actually farm up. But then all of a sudden, Aoi swooped in, made some kills, and then you have the 4 people roaming around doing a lot of work. And even though the enemy tried to stop the Florentino from doing anything, they tried to you know, push in on his side and draw some attention, but he carried a lot of that pressure. You know, he died a couple of times, sure, but he was able to defend that tower, and then it kind of just took off from there. I feel like actually the composition did make a huge difference as well.
I feel like they gave Hero free farm while they were ganking best carry side of the.
Yeah, yeah. Instead, they should have just let Thorn have that free farm instead of bringing the fight to him. Just continue to take out Hero because he at first was getting denied a little bit. If you put all 4 members over there and let Thorn take care of best carries Florentino, maybe that could work. I'm not sure, but maybe it could. There's gonna be a moment in time when best carries Florentino will just be able to dance all over Thorn, but hopefully at that time Hero won't be able to do much anyways, and then they could just bring Knack over, maybe bring that Tulin over, and do a 3vs1 gank to kill Florentino. I don't know. That's how it goes down in my mind, I suppose. Alright, now waiting for game number 4. It is going to be, this time, Cuckoo back onto the blue side. Interestingly, it seems that blue side has been winning all of our matches today, which wasn't what we expected. We thought red side would have a little bit more of an advantage to be able to counter, because this patch does have quite a few heroes that you can play, not just that one couple of meta picks that you want to steal from your opponent. There's quite a few now to play. It seems like we are ready to go. All 10 members in the lobby for this game number 4. By the looks of it, we'll be going back and forth, back and forth. It's been almost 2 hours since starting this stream, and we're in game number 4. Still no end in sight. We're in for a long night, and an exciting one, that's for sure. Suzy first to ban here for Team Cuckoo. Hayate continue to be that focus for Team Cuckoo. It seems to be one of their strategies is to play Hayate early on, pick up a win, and then just ban it throughout. This time they had a loss with Hayate, or else they would be up 2-2. Actually, wait. Yeah, they'll be up 2-1 by now if they did win that. Didn't quite work out for them, but they're gonna stick through with that strategy. Meanwhile, Aya, favorite ban here for red team. Always the responsibility of red team to ban that one.
Wait, Anihi.
Yes.
I didn't enter the lobby. I didn't enter the room.
Shoot. Okay. Can you see? Do you see Snowpea's stream?
Snowpea stream.
Yeah. Are you able to stream off Snowpea's stream?
Okay. I
Okay.
can stream.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't give me the lobby number, right? He didn't give me the number.
It was the 6157 up at the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh. Shoot. Okay.
6157. It's my bad. Okay.
Okay. Can you? Are you able to see the stream now, though? Like Snowpea's.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Bans coming through. Tachi and Ari is gonna be completing the other 2 bans here. Ari is still quite a favorite to ban here for these teams here. Interesting. Not exactly what I'm expecting. Ooh, over here we get a chance to pick up Superman. Cool. First pick here, Superman for Team Cuckoo. Now we got a couple ways to deal with this Superman. A couple of players to just slow him down will be nice.
Wonder if they'll take Raz.
Raz for Superman, or?
Yep, Raz to counter to Superman.
I was thinking, I don't know, someone like I don't know, someone like Lubu might be pretty interesting.
Omar, Roxy's interesting. I always thought that Superman kind of counters Roxy.
If they're placed in the Slayer position, I think Roxy might lose out to Superman because she wants to be in that middle of the minion wave, and then Superman will just come in, disrupt that, and then really get free pokes on Roxy. But maybe in the support position, Superman is not careful. A flicker alt might just catch him very nicely. I've seen Roxy playing really well against some Richters. And I kind of think that it would work the same way here, Roxy into a Superman, if they both decide to go into the Slayer position.
I have a feeling they're both going into support position, especially the Superman. I think Spot Brown, the support player for the blue team, is originally famous for his Superman.
Right, yes, and I would agree. He has a very strong Superman, definitely in your face kind of type. And it feels like now the drafts here reverse from the previous match. Now we have Liliana Aoi here for Cuckoo. Meanwhile, the previous game you saw that early game composition going over for the side of TVH. Now it feels like the early game comp is going to fall over to Team Cuckoo. And we just have to see if TVH is going to learn from the lessons and definitely pick up some early game composition here as well. D-Rack, is that locked in? I can't tell by the animations here. I actually don't think it's locked in. Oh no, okay, it was locked in, okay. That's gonna stop some of the Liliana's skill casts. But very interesting for D-Rack to be picked here. I'm not really sure that he wants to be picked yet. That's fine, maybe they have some ideas. Bans coming through, Lubu banned out over there. They like to ban that Lubu. I think that's a good choice this time to ban out. Superman meeting a Lubu second ability will slow him down, breaking his leg basically. Final bans, Earl getting banned out. I like that ban coming through from Cuckoo, denying an early game jungle. And on the other side, it's gonna be Alsu, and I didn't get to see the last ban. And right now, AOV has a bug where the entire thing shifts over once the ban phase is over, so I can't see it. Yena hovered over here. Another good early game pick. Yeah, I think that could work for TVH. That would make sense. Right now, though, if Cuckoo just picks up a ADC that is not so afraid of Yena, then all of a sudden TVH's strategy would fall apart. Richter hovered. Yeah, I can stand behind that. A Richter into Yena if necessary. If Yena plays in the jungle, that's a different matter. If I were TVH, I would place Yena in the jungle, because especially now seeing Richter, Yena doesn't do so well against Richter in my opinion. Meanwhile, for their ADC, is it going to be a Slims? That spear is going to get stopped by the Genesis barrier. I don't know. You really want to go with Slims? Okay, the choice has been made. It's going to be finally Max and Slims picked up over here. And it looks like also TVH is not going to put that Yena in the jungle. Meanwhile, they're going to try and select a Chi or something. Well, now with Max being in that Slayer lane, things are looking a little bit different. With Max in the Slayer lane, I still wouldn't put Yena there, though.
The red team composition, it looks like the core of that team will be Hero's Thorn, and the others will be there to help protect him. The key late game will be keeping the Thorn alive.
And the question here then is also for, I guess right now, the Yenna and Wonder Woman to be able to carry them into that late game. Dirac should have a fast enough rotation, especially if Roxy babysits him a little bit here. And the good thing is that Slims and Liliana are slightly more late game, so they're not going to be able to help Aoi as much. Although I think still Liliana is kind of like, half and half. Liliana can be effective early game.
Yeah, her early game is really strong because of her poke, and she outranges the other team.
As long as she has that level 4.
She falls off a bit. She needs more items before she gets really strong again.
Yes, indeed. So it's only gonna be
nobody
the
has
Slim...
disrupt.
Yeah.
On the red team, since their support Roxy needs the flicker to effectively engage. Meanwhile, on the blue team, both the Max and the Superman have taken disrupt. You might see some fights break out under the red side tower.
It definitely feels like they have swapped their roles around last game from this game. Now Cuckoo taking a very aggressive early game style play, and now it's gonna be TVH being on the passive end, trying to keep that Thorn alive. Very interesting, I think, to see how this game pans out. Is my game locking up again?
Picked some of the strongest protecting heroes with Dirac and with the Wonder Woman jungle. Meanwhile, the blue team had some of the strongest dive compositions with the Max Ultimate, the OE swinging in, and the Superman as well. So it's like going to be a fight of can the red team protect their backline against this dive composition.
Yes, okay, here we go into the game. Now, Snowpea, I'm going to be watching your stream as well. My iPad locked up again. I don't know why it continues to do that on the second game or something like that. But we'll have to fix it.
And the game's been a bit buggy lately.
Yes, I think so. They're doing a lot of work in the background, I believe. Getting ready to merge with HOK. And there's a lot of differences in these two games. There we go. There's the excellent early game here from Liliana. Poke and definitely out-trading Alex right now.
Yeah. So the Wonder Woman support, the Roxy is helping her jungle clear their first wave, while the Superman's been part of the early game, getting pressure to Thorn. So we see the red side team making it to Despair Sentinel fly here.
Meanwhile, on the bottom side, yeah, and then on the bottom side of the map, they're still gonna have to wait a couple more seconds until the Abyssal Dragon comes along. But they do have an opportunity to clear that lane first, so I think they would be able to take this Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah, Hero plays very smart and very safe. Even though there were 4 people ganking his side of the map, I think he had good awareness going around to mid and not getting camped.
And even now, he's still just holding on, waiting for his teammates so that he can make his way back down to his lane. Here we go, Abyssal Dragon popped in. Getting some lag now in the game, or something. Oh, we basically missed the entire fight. What just happened? I think Cuckoo's team is definitely coming on top over there. That was the Man of Steel coming through, I think, pushing everyone, and then Dirac Ultimate was able to make a kill, at least, to turn things slightly back into their favor. I think Liliana had a lot to do with that fight, even though I didn't see it, but judging by her HP bar, she was in the midst of it. Oh, there we go. Some quality here on the stream. improving. Three members of the team moving to the bottom side of the map here for TVH. You're gonna have to be careful because actually that's 4 members of Cuckoo trying to make a play onto them. Oh, that position. Man of Steel gets opened down. That's a wonderful push, and then the Liliana able to just chain CC that one. That's how it went down. Okay. That Superman should be banned. His positioning plus the rest of the team following up, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All of a sudden, 3 people walking through that jungle who should be safe when you have numbers like that. But actually, all 3 of them died. It was like in those movies when you get hit by an ambush from the insurgencies. And then, you know, in the opening sequences, always your troops are gonna die. Okay, here we go. Now a dive coming through onto the Yena. Tons of damage coming through. And that's gonna be no questions. Yena falls. Ooh, big
gets
long.
ulted, but the teammates were
Unable to follow up. Here's another Man of Steel coming through, pushing people left, right, center. Wonder Woman slightly slow on that reaction to open up her magic bracelet. Now here we go. Yena trying to come through. He does get the silence off. He's going to be able to pick off the Superman at last. And that leaves the Slims all alone, wide open. This is what Yena is picked up for. Some of that counter plays to the early game aggression. He's going to be able to pick up a 3rd one. And now finding a last kill. We're getting poked down a little bit. Okay, trying to find a silence here. Okay, uses... okay, spending too much time. She's just gonna back out now.
Liliana does a good job.
Good job fending for herself, that is for sure. I'm gonna see if I can make this a little bit louder as well for the audience. Okay, there we go. You can hear the music as well. Angie Grasp is gonna fall onto the Superman. Okay, just enough time. Use that punch. Use that normal attack to get out of range from Thorn. Some really excellent plays here from Cuckoo. This is what they wanted to do with their composition, and they're doing it well so far. That gold lead is starting to grow. I feel like Yena's side of the lane is starting to just pose a little bit of resistance. Saw how she came over to support and to gank, and that made a difference for sure. Aoi has to use the ultimate. Liliana is gonna be forced to clean that kill up. Now it's in a little bit of a trouble. Nightmare misses that lasso on too. The Liliana over here. Beautiful Arctic Orb by Best Carry to be able to dodge that knock up. Angie's Grasp is gonna just miss onto Sky Show, but not the lasso. Lasso of Truth is control them. It's a beautiful Purify there, but Man of Steel is gonna be able to come back around, pushes Triumphs and Nightmare back into the tower. No more damage carries there to help them out though. Meanwhile, it's gonna be Yena alone to defend that topside tower. Alex places down the Genesis barrier in much of a hurry, just blocking out Slim's damage onto the tower. Well done. Now uses the blast to be able to clear that lane just a little bit faster. Gonna have to be careful. Things will fall apart quickly. They don't somehow defend some of these outer towers still.
Thorn's gold is good. 5.6k.
5.6k here for Thorn. He's died twice. Here might be a 3rd time as Aoi comes through. Indeed, that's going to be that third time. 5.6k gold though. But he needs his teammates nonetheless. And right now, TVH seems to be a little bit, I guess, in disarray, is what I would use as a word to describe the situation. They don't seem like themselves for the past couple of games. Oh, sorry, they don't seem themselves this game, like they have demonstrated in the past couple of games. There we go. Holy Dragon now taken down. Aoi definitely showing her worth here in this game. Yana gonna be able to respond there with another tower take on the top side. Just to even things up a little bit. Nightmare jumps through with the magic bracelet, but he's gonna fall out in the front first. Triumphs trying to get that energy grasp, but again misses there. There's a Slim Spear landing on, and then it's gonna be a Purify to come through. But unfortunately, that's just gonna fall, I think. Oh, but Hero coming to aid is gonna be able to trade one out. Almost two. Almost two. Now Susie jumping through now. That's going to be important. Oh my goodness, that D-Rex. Genesis Barrier was just a little too slow to block out that damage. The good thing is that Hero does have a little bit of lifesteal to be able to come back out on top with his HP. That was half the HP gone from the Liliana. Flicker ultimate there. Ooh. That's revenge. That's feisty. Slims was able to land that spear onto him though, and hence that little bit of a engagement, shall we say. Here we go. Superman's gonna be able to find himself behind Alex, and even the flicker won't be able to save him now. Arctic Orb dodges out the last push there. That will do it. Nicely timed. And I do believe actually that is his Arctic Orb actually is you know, actual item, so very nice. All of a sudden though, the tower pushes coming through from Yena is gonna be important. They do find Mark. They're gonna be able to push down those two side lanes, making it feel like a little bit more comfortable for Team TVH. Here we go. Genesis Barrier placed in front of the tower. Slims is in the back, dealing a lot of damage. Genesis Blast comes in onto Slims, taking out half of his HP. Now is going to be the Yena trying to come back here to just clean up some stray, you know, targets. Gets knocked out over there. Slims is going to be able to get away. Meanwhile, the Liliana wasn't able to find enough time to take out the middle tower. It's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, I think ignoring the KDA, the red team has done an excellent job of protecting their towers and applying lane pressure and getting the towers. And the gold lead is not that significant.
Yes.
And Thorn is still well farmed.
That is actually very, very perceptive of Snowpea to tell us about. Indeed, it's not really the same as last game when you saw the early game composition versus the late game composition having a night and day effect. Right now, Team TVH is doing a fantastic job at least holding on to that middle tower. Yena is constantly...
Like at Swap Pran's position?
Yeah. And Yena is constantly pushing in the other side lanes. Okay, here's a bit of an engage here. Slightly quick maybe, but Yena is able to continue to come in. Oh, she's doing a lot in this game.
Shut down. Ultimate.
It feels like right now it is like one of those chaos fights that Yena is having a lot of fun in. But now he's gonna meet her demise, taking up a little bit too much more than she can chew, and that will be devastating actually. Now all of a sudden the tower counts is going to come even. She shouldn't have done that, just maybe cleared out the wave. It wouldn't be able to keep some towers. Teammates will come over to fulfill that though, so not too bad. But Holy Dragon, because of that rotation, is gonna have to fall. Now again, that's gonna be the Superman in a very deep position. I still remember that triple kill that he set up. That was crazy.
I think TPH remembers it too, and they're walking very carefully when they don't have vision of Superman.
Exactly. Oh, there's the Raken shot coming through, but unfortunately Lasso of Truth is gonna come bring him back. Liliana now feeling the wrath of TVH. Oh, is this gonna be a turnaround over here? It does certainly feel like the tide is turning now, especially after that fight in the middle lane. That was an excellent setup. I think at that time, again, it was Superman not far away from the action. He set things up, and then the push comes through. Now it feels like maybe something is going to happen. However, after that fight, basically Red Team was able to take control. That was Yena flipping things around, even though it was a good tower take. They forced it, and then Yena was able to turn things around. That might be the tide turning point again for this match. Match to my defining moment. Yena doing so much. Now she's at the bottom lane over there, clearing some more lanes, getting farmed up. What's her gold like right now? 9.4k, 9.5k, not too bad. And then it's going to be D-Rack and Thorn leading that pack there. 11,000 gold. Nice Listen Spirit here is going to land onto the Roxy. Roxy looking for some pulls here. Slim Spear plus Liliana. And the Man of Steel pushing through. Magical Bracelet though is going to turn that one around. He's going to continue to go onto the Slims. Slims is going to be able to jump out though. And then this time it's going to be Sky Show now having to be traded out there. Oh, that magic bracelet just turned everything around. Infinite Slayer now onto the map is going to be the objective here for TVH for sure. But don't forget about the Superman. He is healthy, very healthy, and he wants to distract these players from being able to go back to defend. Buys enough time for Aoi to come, but Aoi gets anti-grasped, shut down. Their Superman could not do anything. Once the grasp is there, there's no Purify to save you. Team Cuckoo trying to just stall out some time until the rest of the team can come back to defend this Lord Slayer. 15 minutes time. This is good news for TVH. They did enough holding that mid tower. Yena bought them a ton of time, always picking off the key damage players and stopping Team Cuckoo from advancing forward when they win fights. Now Lord Slayer is going to get started up here by the support.
This is a dangerous Slayer start. Max is ult.
Yes, indeed. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to see what's going to happen. My eyes glued onto this Superman. Oh my god, but I should also be looking at the Roxy as well. There goes the Liliana, and that's now going to look like a much more steady Lord Slayer take here. Max still has ultimate. He can fly in when he wants. They have full vision over here as well. That's going to be the Genesis blast over there. Now the fight is separated out into two. Aoi and Slims are going to conclude one fight, but they're not going to be able to survive on the other side. No, that Sky Show actually still alive. Oh my god, how is he doing this? But triple kill comes through. Yena pulling through though, being able to make at least taking out the BOE on that Slims. If Slims didn't have that BOE, that would be MVP play. Once again taking him out. But here we have to talk about Cuckoo. Cuckoo's support Superman was there all the time looking at the Lord Slayer. Then they separated out the fight. Max jumped in onto a whole bunch of people who were low. And keep it in mind that it was a 4 vs 5. What a turnaround here by Cuckoo. Excellent defense. And now TVH have to look for another opportunity to go on the offensive. They had an excellent open here on the Liliana kill, but unfortunately Cuckoo outplayed them with their ability to just separate the fight into two. Skyshow was so tanky.
I think under this new 4.0 patch, the game enters some of a stalemate after 15 minutes, since the only objective left on the map is that darts player. But with 80,000 gold, it's so dangerous to start it because it's easy for the other team to come in, as we saw it happen just now.
Yes.
So I think those teams are hesitant to start that.
Oh, but hold on, that was Dragon Claw jumping in, and then the two players jumping through was Skyshow and that Superman. Once again, he's always there on these fights. Dragon Claw to start it from the AoE really brought down people low. They're gonna be able to only pick up one player, but one player makes a lot of difference here. And then here Yena, walking through into the bushes. She's been so good this entire game, and that mistakes does not seem like her. And yes, indeed, to comment on that Lord Slayer, it's what a lot of the pro players are saying in the other regions as well, because it goes down so slowly. Take a look, they're 3 vs 5, but Angie's graph is gonna land, and then here's Nightmare trying to just end onto Slims, and they do it! It's like a prophecy getting fulfilled. Susie and just desperate trying to clear that lane. She's gonna use her life to basically trade this out. Goes into the tower, tries to get back fast enough, but that's gonna be a shutdown. Gone with the Blade of Eternity. Unfortunate. Maybe she should have just sold that Blade of Eternity before she died. To save it, at least.
It's Roxy.
Nice little Angie's grasp. And now it's back and forth. 3 vs 2, Max with the ultimate.
Max still has ultimate.
Pushing in that lane.
But I don't... It's too dangerous, I think, for him to ult in. They're just gonna have to let this go.
Finally on the third time.
Push the waves in, though.
And then finally on the third time, we're gonna see a Lord Slayer take.
They do have 2 disrupts with both Superman and Max with disrupts, so it won't be an easy push into the core.
It is that late game. It is the time that Team TVH was hoping for. They did a phenomenal job. The tower counts are the same. They have Infinite Slayer moving forward with them. Now they just have to protect the ADC game. They need one wave though. There's the little spear starting onto not too important a player. Here we go, tower disrupt. That's number 1 used. Are they gonna use one more? Tower might go down just by this Lord Slayer there. They're doing really well pushing back the rest of the team. The 2 lanes here on the side lanes are also pushing in, so some recalls getting used over here. Thorn is gonna go all the way back. 1 Lord Slayer, only half the HP. You've gotta wonder, was that worth? And I think they could have done better by controlling the lanes a little bit. But again, you do not get to control when the Lord Slayer comes out. It just spawns. You just have to be fast enough going to your side lanes to clear. Ooh, there goes the kill onto Slims. Yes, even though the Blade of Eternity comes up. Uh-oh. That was a big mistake. Thorn uses the ultimate. He's going to be able to dodge out that one. Yena tries to go forward to pick up the Liliana. Right now they only have 1 more damage carry. It looks like TVH might be at the cusp of winning this match, but they can't force it. Have to be nice and steady. Thorn is where our eyes are glued at. There goes the Lasso of Truth pulling back Superman, but Skyshow is gonna jump in there. He's really tanky, but is that a little bit too much? Thorn
gonna cut the wave.
Lots enough time for Susie to do something to this wave. That's excellent, but Susie might have to fall over here. That's 2 members of this Cuckoo team gone. Now Slims Finally, standing back up. Okay, is that going to be a breath of fresh air for them?
It's so hard for the blue team to reach Thorn. It's effectively 4 players protecting Thorn.
Oh no, I think they are a little bit too late in this match. Here we go. Superman using Man of Steel gets 1 kill onto Thorn. Is he going to be able to do it? Yes, I think he will be able to do it. One more hit will do it. Yes, one more attack. It does go down. Genesis Blast skewers 3 people, almost taking away 2 of them. Here we go. Magic Bracelet comes down. It's going to end up killing the Superman, and I don't think he's going to be able to get away. But for the red team, once again, we talked about TVH being able to, at least be able to get some objectives when, if they were to die or get an ace or something, they got all 3 towers with that push. So the Thorn death is okay.
And it's still gonna be a while until the wave comes out. I think they're just gonna clear up their minion wave line.
No need to rush here for TVH, and they know that. But the question is did the Wonder Woman forget? Because that was a very, very advanced position there to be in. Very dangerous, that is for sure. And she's going to be sent back into the fountain for 44 seconds. Not a good sign when you got Max here with the ultimate. Superman coming back up online. This Lord Slayer is looking dangerous. TVH is going to play aggressive, pushing through in front. Here's the Max ultimate onto the Thorn, and it hits, it connects. There is also the Superman on the backside over here. There's a Genesis barrier coming through, but it's not going to matter. 2 of the carries falling right away, and now Liliana is chasing around on the Yena. Okay, good job over there for taking it out, but Yena, I don't know. Oh dear. And just as we talked about TVH playing it so well, the Wonder Woman falling, and their decision to not let go of that Lord Slayer might just turn this whole thing around. Desperately trying to clear that lane is the Wonder Woman, but it's not gonna go. The earliest respawn is 10 seconds later, and that's gonna be GG. Well done to Team Cuckoo, taking up that win there. 2 apiece.
What a game! 25 minutes.
That's the longest game we've watched today. Even though I think we definitely expected this result based on the composition, for the early game to happen at least. But they won it in 25 minutes, which was the unexpected part. Went back and forth though. Well, we have it, a little bit of that OST from One Punch Man. 30% damage here from Slims. Good job to him. A hero on the other side, very well done as well. 32%. I think really the Yena did such a phenomenal job bringing in the entire team to the late game. But then the last bit there, I gotta say, Nightmare did a phenomenal job the entire game. But then just a little bit too rushed there, positioning himself in that red side jungle for no reason. And that cost them the Lord Slayer, but then the team decided to fight for it and ended up losing the match because of that unfavorable engagement. Alright, we're just waiting for the lobby IDs now for this game number 5, is it? Game number 5, they're 2 apiece. Certainly an exciting series. Now for the people here, I've got my stream on Trovo. There is a thing called Trovo Plays that I'm trying to go for. It'll give me some rewards and stuff, stream points and stuff. So if you are watching online, or if you don't mind watching on Trovo, that would help me out a lot. You can head over to trovo.live/AnihiGG if you choose to support that. Meanwhile, I need to just grab this ID. It's 96967. Okay, excellent. I'm in. Let's hope this time the game does not kick me out. But the good thing here is we got my trusty backup when I need it. Snowpea is also streaming here on Discord for you and providing a lot of good analysis. So thank you, Snowpea, for joining us today. I know you've also been doing some solo casting on the days that I wasn't able to. How do you enjoy the solo casting, by the way, Snowpea?
Oh, I didn't cast that match either.
Oh, you did not?
It was
Okay.
postponed. They had to reschedule that one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Blue team's turn to ban.
Alright. Into the bans. Blue team banning out this time TVH on the blue side. Actually, this series, every team that won has been on the blue side. Again, a surprise for us because we were talking about this patch. It seems advantageous to be on the red side. But, you know, every game seems to have its own soul. Can predict, but it might not be correct. Lorien, first to ban. Interesting ban over there. Now, Alex did use Lorien previously, but they didn't really ban out Lorien immediately after that, so I wonder if they have some ideas here. Something in the mid. Special. Kali? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Here we go. Aya is banned out, followed by the Irie. Not too much of a surprise here from Cuckoo. Red side always has to ban Aya in this patch. Okay, well, if you banned out Lorien, you're telling me that you want to do something special in the mid lane. Pick up something special. Let me see it. Here we go, TVH. You're just torturing me here by letting the clock run down 27 seconds. Snowpea, do you have any idea what they might play banning out this Lorien?
It's unclear what the strategy is for that Lorien ban. I think Lorien definitely is like a tier SS mid laner. And having picked Lorien previously, they can't pick it again. So I think they just wanted to ban out one of those types of heroes.
Right, but they could also very well ban out Florentino that they showed so well previously. Now they're gonna pick into an Earl.
Though, I think like Skyshow's Florentino is okay, but it's not the same level as best carries.
I see. So maybe
like Susie's floor is pretty good, but they would need someone to play the other role.
I see. Well, I was definitely looking forward to like a pretty awesome mid pick here. And we still have an opportunity to see that is for sure, but we're not seeing it straight away. And actually Lubu now picked up.
Yeah, I think they're anticipating that the blue team might be thinking about picking a Superman. Picking that Lubu there as a counter.
Right, because they didn't ban the Superman. Superman was open. They hovered Superman. And now Lubu and Iggy both able to kind of provide some slows onto the Superman. They're still going to go down with the Superman pick though. Iggy will have to build some sort of slow item to be able to slow Superman, but you know, that's not entirely out of the question. And Lubu just has that natural second ability on a really cool, fast cooldown to be able to constantly slow Superman if played well. Although I haven't been able to like really chain up my second abilities to keep Superman still. Hayate now getting let out. I guess yes, that was the issue here for Cuckoo. They like to ban out the Hayate, but now they let it through along with the Superman. This match might be hard for them, as TVH seem to be stacking up on some very OP picks.
Yeah, I think TVH is going for a dive comp here, which is going to make Iggy kind of uncomfortable.
Right now, I just have an idea that Cuckoo might want to ban Zata. I mean, I don't think it is necessary for TVH to really bring out Zata right now. They could go with like a Crixie is fine.
I think a Crixie would be a good pick here. She really counters the Elendor.
Yeah, so I don't think they need to go all out into something even more OP than a Crixie. But at the same time, it might be in Cuckoo's best interest to start to ban out some of these mids. They do get that Tulin, but Tulin wasn't really the one that we were afraid of.
There's too many mid options. I think Alex has a pretty deep hero pool. Like another option, I think a Raz would fit this dive composition pretty well, and he has the abilities to cut off Iggy's S1 chains.
Right, yes. That's always a good thing to be looking at when you're picking a mid, is who can go into disrupting people's abilities and things like that. Raz definitely would have been good. Zata was the final ban though, and then here we go, Yena, the last one for TVH. Zata banned out over there. Well, I'm just thinking like the Tulin ban was a little slightly, maybe not necessarily necessary. I enjoyed what your thoughts were there about the Crixie, and I think that might have been a better ban. But you know, again, Crixie only could mess up. Could. You don't really want to ride your victory on coulds and shoulds. But we'll see what happens. 15 seconds for Team Cuckoo to select most likely their support. Wonder Woman definitely did quite a lot last game. That was also what... Wait, didn't they play Wonder Woman already? No, that was the other side?
No, the...
oh, yeah. Okay,
Wonder
TVH
Woman,
played Wonder Woman. She made that mistake. Yes, that's why it was so much on my mind there. And just as we suspect, Crixie is possibly coming out. Mina picked here, though.
Pick.
Mina, though,
Mina fits the dive composition that they're going for, but the question mark I have is she's a much better pick against most ADCs with the exception of Elendor.
Right? I was gonna say.
And I'm interesting that they didn't say Mina for a counter against one of those other ADCs.
Yeah, like a Kafni or a Laville, right? And they're gonna pick up Mina
basically
right now.
Anyone other than Elendor and Elsu.
I think so. I definitely agree with you there. And Mina against Wonder Woman, you know, not really gonna get an advantage there. Mina looks like she actually wait, hold on. Mina looks like she's gonna be in the Slayer. So if Mina is playing against Lubu, you know, not really. Right now, the only thing that Mina restricts is an Omen from coming in. Oh, hold on. What?
Oh,
Kafni?
Oh, are they gonna take the Kafni into? Okay, that's interesting.
That.
Well, this Crixie's looking like a really good pick right now.
That defies reason for us, at least from the caster's desk perspective. Interesting pick on this Kafni. Of course, for them, they might be thinking that, okay, I want to flex Elendor into the jungle. Elendor into the jungle is exceptional compared to Elendor on the side lane. So, granted, but Lubu could have gone into the jungle equally well, and they could have picked up a Slayer there to really round out this composition.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a hero pool.
Hero pool issue, huh?
is a challenge. They have their jungler flexing into the ADC spot.
Play Arthur. Anyone who is at this level can most likely pull up an Arthur, no problem. Especially in this patch when he carries that silence. Jump in, kite him. It's one normal attack is all you need. I would have played Arthur in here. But that is a-okay. We should expect a very explosive match here from Team Cuckoo. I'm still rooting for them to show us something cool like that. But on the other hand, Team TVH is looking not too shabby themselves as well. It was as if they counted on the Caphne being picked. They showed the Mina and they got the people she wanted to counter. So in this scenario, it could very well be the Caphne the Mina going towards the support role. Yeah, okay, she picks up the support item. It could have been the other way around if they met like someone else, like an Omen or something. But anyways, very interesting turn of events here for the draft picks. We're just gonna be in quick pause here for again collecting information about for administrative purposes, and here we go into the game. Now, I would like to maybe see the administrative pauses there to be maybe more random. Yeah, probably. Because it's very easy to kind of tell when the pauses are going to be right now.
Trixie got vision that they started blue.
Gonna be pushed out over here by the Wonder Woman though. And meanwhile, on the other side, Superman not really getting too much advantage here against Skyshow's Lubu. Oh, the second ability does miss though. Not.
I've noticed that Nightmare starts blue even when the Spirit Sentinel's on the top side.
He always
Their
starts
early
blue?
game composition, or it's been a few times where he'll gank the ADC lane. And I think the ADC's learned that their jungle, she gets ganked a lot. But I've noticed that the Cuckoo team usually gets the first Spirit Sentinel.
Yes, and in fact, like we've seen best carry being left alone in a 4-1 split most of the time. And he's just left there to sort of defend for himself. So, interesting observation, I think, and maybe something that enemy teams in the future can be using against Team TVH. Maybe Cuckoo will just devise a strategy in this match. Here we go. Is the ultimate from Caphne
Both
cancelled
sides
out?
and trying to invade the blue.
But over here, they're gonna get forced back out over there by Iggy.
The Caphne does miss him.
Slightly better here for Team Cuckoo, as they were able to push back successfully the enemy Slayer using only 2 people. And then Team TVH over here, on the other hand, not able to really steal out anything on the enemy jungle either. Landor, however, is only now coming back to his red buff. Was able to get the blue. Oh, we missed the first blood. That happened so quickly. That happened so quickly, we missed out on that. It's gonna be the Wonder Woman falling. Skyjo gets a cut onto an unsuspecting Superman. Superman is not able to land that ability onto the wave. It does feel like Skyshow's Superman. I'm sorry, not Skyshow. You know, best carry Superman Wait, is he gonna prove me wrong? It's either that he's lagging or, you know, he's a little bit less comfortable with Superman. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Caffney coming through, flickers forward and rushes in. They're gonna make a kill onto the support over there. Wonderful. Trace back 1-1 now. Meanwhile, on the top side, Nightmare is going to go ahead and start farming up the Slayer lane. I wonder if the Superman is going to just let Earl take out the entire Slayer lane farm or not. It's definitely one of the strategies that professional teams like to use. Because once Superman is tanky, his job is to just disrupt the game for the enemy side. They're gonna make a quick switch over here. Superman holding on, waiting till the last minute to be able to take that lane. Nightmare should be able to come here in time. Meanwhile, the top side gonna be TVH invading into the red side, but good job to Cuckoo's jungler for pulling that red out and successfully taking that nonetheless. Right now, I do feel that Cuckoo's pace is a little bit better. Certainly feels smoother. Nice little hook there. And Nightmare is going to get that blue buff. That was excellent. Forced but successful by Team TVH over here. Cuckoo is gonna get the last laugh getting that objective, and Hero on the top side here, Hayate, definitely showing his worth. He's gonna force back Sky Show. Mina just showing.
They're gonna trade towers.
Slayer has been defeated.
A red team tower has been
Objectives also traded. Player defeated for the Abyssal Dragon. But hold on a second, is this gonna be, well, okay, a kill first of all. A tower for mid maybe? No, Iggy was able to clear that tower, no problem. He's gonna have to be Hero to come back. That's a good look, a good play here for Team Cuckoo. Caffney gets 2 quick pulse shots off there onto Hero. Starting to hurt with her build now starting to get there. Leaves the Sancti coming out. Okay, here we go. That's gonna be Wonder Woman in the front over there getting chased down by 2 damage carries. But now Sky Show is gonna find a time to cut through. It's not gonna be enough though, as the rest of the team did not follow up on that. Fortunately, probably a last in communication, but that was a good look. Arctic Orb used, and he's going to come out alive there. Now it's going to be best carry Superman looking for an engagement here. But he's just going to opt to clear the wave because the top side, Susie, he's really pushing in that top lane. Good job for that one. Excellent. Superman pushes forward, trying to disrupt a little bit of that tower take. Nope. Unfortunately, unable to. Gonna try and find a kill here onto Susie. He's gonna get that up, but oh, that was Susie. Excellent work there, dancing around Superman. Get that solo kill. Excellent work. Now then, the middle tower is gonna be in trouble. Susie was fine dealing with that Superman on his own, and the rest of the team from Team Cuckoo went ahead and took down that tower. We were questioning their Caffney choice here, but it looks like it's paying off for them. Cuckoo definitely feeling dominant in this match. They're up by 2k gold. Caffney leading with Eland, or even gold, 5.4k. Hayate though keeping well farmed.
Hayate's well farmed. Yeah.
Yes. Hayate was doing a lot, going from the top lane, Slayer lane, to the bottom lane. You know, just trying to clear out all those lanes. He seems to be the only one who can really hold on to the Lubu and the Elandor. But Elandor is just getting free farm. He's just all over the map, not really able to lock him down there. And now this is looking like a difficult situation for Team TVH. Will this be the first match for the blue side to lose? It might be. On this game number 5.
Blue team doesn't have tower disrupt this game since Mina took the flicker.
That makes it even easier for the enemy team to come through into these towers. Gaffney is unstoppable now. Skyshow is going to jump through. Tower Disrupt gets down there. They weren't able to find the pick, but that's no problem. They still have that lane coming through on the bottom side. Here's Earl jumping through. He doesn't want to commit to that one though. Gonna come back out. It's funny, they got the Slayer, but they weren't able to really do too much with it. With a man down. It's double ADC composition. Mina should be in the midst of that. But right now, it feels like they're not able to find their rhythm. TVH in a bit of a trouble here now. Best carry, we saw him play some really amazing Slayers. For this match, he seems to be off his horse. Which is, you know, no puns intended, but it's supposed to be Lubu who sits on the horse, so maybe that's why. Mina trying to find a pick here is end up getting going to get the enemy support. Here's the Ember's Gaze coming down, dealing a ton of damage. Alex forced to back out here. Now it's just free reign for the Elandor to jump in. Excellent timing there from Team Cuckoo. Good execution. And the entire wave is still nice and healthy. Coming into the core. They could either take it slow or they could force the situation. Arctic Orb used there. He's in the fountain there. That's Cacophony getting shut down. Slightly aggressive. But since they have double ADC, Susie is going to be able to take out that middle tier tower. They did what they came for. Cacophony's rash actions was justified for because they were still able to get the job done. That was a nice little detail there, as two big tanks walk through to get the vision, allowing the rest of the team to be able to take that rep buff. At the same time, that's the Dark Slayer taken over there. By Team Cuckoo, they seem to be very much on point this game, 12 minutes now. They don't want to drag this on any further though. Right now they are at their prime. All of their main carries are farmed up. And they should take this and try to end right away. Meanwhile, Lubu's on the bottom. He's going to be able to spot out 3 people. Red Stallion comes forward. He's going to get hit onto Hero. Hero, though, being able to kite out really well. Uses the Kunai Blitz back and uses the Flicker or something like that to be able to move away. Here's the Man of Steel coming through. Was able to shut down Cacophony. But again, that's a double ADC composition. And Susie able to now just safely click on the tower, on the core. Nexus is down. Congratulations, Team Cuckoo. You're the first to win a red side game this entire series on this game 5. So they're up by 1, 3-2 now, and they now get to return to the blue side, which they've liked so far in this tournament. Take a quick peek at the stats now. Suzy picking up that MVP 406 to his name. I think the Caffney did quite a lot over there as well, dealing a lot of damage. Definitely being in the faces of people, attracting a lot of attention. But it's going to be the Iggy picking up 30% of the damage. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Mage also dealing super well. 36% of the damage going over to him. Hero was completing his build. He should have been able to maybe do a bit more, but unfortunately, it was a little bit too late, so we couldn't really see that Hayate taking off. Nightmare, on the other hand, pulls up a 0-0-0. Just could not find the angle to come in and do his magic. That was a well-played game by Team Cuckoo. Definitely negated the pressures coming over from Team TVH. Now a 3 versus 2. Team Cuckoo up by 1 in this series. Now that's going to make it game point. Match or game? Oh, I've been saying it wrong. It's match point for them. One more win, one more game, and Team Cuckoo will take this championships. To remind all of our viewers, that is going to be a $300 difference between first and second place. But right now, Team TVH needs to bring it all of their energy and try to pull this series and even to bring us to a game number 7. Definitely a super duper exciting series so far. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to close the app so that it doesn't have a chance to do anything funny and lock me out of the game. They're sending out screenshots to just prove their you know, them not using the map hack, and here we go. Looks like there's going to be a break of 5 minutes here for this game number 6. So we will go ahead and take that break. Yes. Meanwhile, I'll just let you guys know, if you're not opposed to watching the game on Trovo, it will help me out with this streaming business. It's a Trovo plays for NA. The way I see it is that there's some personal benefits, but at the same time, it does tell the game companies that NA is responding to their events. So if you're not there to support me, support the entire NA community by at least watching somebody stream on Trovo that is from NA, and then you can at least put them on the board, so that they can say to Arena of Valor that yeah, NA people care about the game, they're watching. So my link for that one is going to be trovo.live/anihigg. Much appreciated if people want to jump over there to watch. Even if you just open it up and you know, turn off the sound, because it's more exciting to watch in Discord, I think, for a lot of players. That's fine. Alright, looks like 5 minutes break. I'm gonna turn off my mic, put on some good music, and we'll be back soon. Alright, looks like we are back from break. Lobby ID is out. Ready for Snowpea to join in on that one. Excellent, excellent. Now, picking back on the action. Team Cuckoo. They're on match point. Looking to win this championships. Gonna be on the blue side now, and we're just waiting for 2 members of TVH to show up. back from the break. We'll take a small second or two. Definitely awesome to see all the people coming in to watch. No, we didn't do a whole lot of promotion for this, but still lots of people coming in to watch the tournament. Makes it seem lively. I like that. Last player to jump in from TVH. One more. There we go. Nightmare's in. We should be ready to start anytime now. Just waiting for the admins now to start the match. Wonder if they're having some troubles, or maybe the match has started but my oh, there we go. Alright. Game number 6. Cuckoo to lead 3-2 in this series. And they're on their favorite side for tonight, the blue side. Irie gonna be blocked out right away, followed by the Aya. No surprises there so far. Both sides has used Hayate, so this time Cuckoo should be looking at someone else to ban as their second ban. Would it be?
Is the match rules if it goes to game 7, then all the heroes open up again, similar to AWC, or?
Yes, I do believe so.
Okay.
Yes, at least that is what I'm presuming.
I think the teams have to ban the true strong heroes, and there's no getting witty here. I think they're going all out in picks. They don't need to worry about saving a hero for the next match.
That is exactly right. So whoever they have not picked, play that now. So they picked out Tachi. Save the best for last, perhaps. Tachi definitely a strong support pick, and that's going to be on P-Bot. Wait, Spot Bronze. In slot 1, very, very strong support here all tournament long. Team Cuckoo facing off right now, TVH in this championship match. Loser will walk away with $300 less cash prize. It's quite a lot. And here we go. Ormar is going to be the response from TVH for that support. Got an aggressive support. Varus is going to be filling in. That's a flex. Anywhere she wants to go, Varus can go. Is that their answer to the Tachi? We'll have to see. Then if they're if Team Cuckoo is able to pick people with some long range, Varus will literally be rendered useless. So here we go. What is Team Cuckoo going to do now that some of the cards has been shown? Lorien. I like that pick. Long range, just like I was saying. And it's going to be Yenna. Showing off an early game here. Skyshow perhaps wanting to save some of his hero pool. early on. He's gonna pick out Yena. Now it's gonna be back to TVH to round off that first round of picks. It's gonna be Chi lockdown, no problem. Quite fast there as well. So possibly a confident pick through here. It could be a answer to the Slayer. In fact, that might be. It's not a bad pick against Yena. She is not a bad pick all around. Here we go. Bans coming through now. TVH is going to first ban out the Alsu. And for Cuckoo to respond, maybe they want to ban out a couple of heroes for that Lorien. Yes, Zata. Just what I want to see. Lorien and Zata kind of don't like each other. The Lorien banning out Zata would be good. And then over here, 25 seconds left for the final bans coming through. Perhaps limiting more ADC since you're going down that rabbit hole for TVH. Maybe taking out the Elandor. It was so good last game. Taking out the Caphne. Oh, hold on a second. No. Elandor was played by the other team, so they don't want to take that out. Sorry. My mistake. They'll take out the Kira instead here. And then, meanwhile, there's going to be Joker taken out by Team Cuckoo. Landor still left on the table. That was fresh in the minds of these players. Could play that. Both teams have played Superman already, so that's not going to come out. Caphne. Okay. I like that also. Couple of different ADC choices here. Caphne being one of the best in my opinion for this game.
I wonder if Hero's gonna bring out his Morn.
Ooh. Well, that will be fun to see. It looks like currently is going to be a Caphne hover. That's a long hover. It looks like it's almost a lock-in. Now thinking about it, who is Cuckoo gonna play into this Caphne?
I think they want to pick an early game hero to answer to the Omar. And Caphne. The TVH is a really strong early game comp.
Yeah, but I can't really think of a good marksman right now to take. Have they played? I don't want to take Telenos either because that's kind of tough.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard for her to survive.
Yeah, especially with Itachi support. They've already
I wonder
used
if they're going
Hayate.
with a warrior.
Warrior silence.
Nastria at the ADC. No,
Yeah, okay,
no,
they're gonna pick the next best, which is Laville. Indeed, they have not used Laville. But Pain is gonna be picked up here, insta-locked. Definitely not leaving anything on the table. I think that's going to be a comfort pick coming through. Not a bad one either. Not a bad one.
And they're gonna flex Varus to the mid lane. I see.
Yeah, not too bad. That was kind of starting to brew as they started to go into these picks. Of course, Chi could have gone into the Slayer and Varus into the jungle. And now Pain locks in and Varus has nowhere else to go but the mid lane. With the Ormar, that could be okay. But they do have to be careful with that Lorien poke.
Lorian's also really strong early.
Yes, indeed. And that range is going to be a problem for Varus. Alright, into game number 6. Here we go, loading into the game. I just need to double check to see that my game is actually loading. Oh yes, okay. We got over that threshold of awkwardness when every single bar doesn't move. Now we seem to be fine. Okay, here we go. Game number 6. things are looking like they're moving along smoothly for the iPad. Of course, we're gonna go into our little administrative pause over here. Is there anything that you will be watching out for in particular this match, Snowpea?
I think the early game mid and support rotation is going to be interesting here. Both teams have really strong early game support mid combo.
Yes, it's gonna be who is going to be better at putting pressure. Can the Lorien poke out the Varus enough that she has to back? I think that's gonna be a big question. Here we go.
Yeah, and the Sinestria opted to start on her blue side, blue buff, so I don't think they're going to try and contest the Sphere Sentinel this round.
Very nice observation over here. Here we go. Lorien already poking down Alex to just over 2 bars of HP. Now she's gonna go towards the bottom side over here, helping out Hero. Hero did get a bit of an advantage over on Laville. Starts out the little spirit bird over here, but that ended up just helping the enemy as Lorien comes there in time to push her away. Pain and Ormar onto the top side. This is looking a little bit like deviating from what we thought. They're gonna help the Pain and they're gonna go for that Spirit Sentinel, which is completely the opposite way of playing. Now you see Cuckoo, the one to drop Spirit Sentinel and gathering onto the bottom side of the map. And in fact, now TVH, who has been doing exactly what Cuckoo is doing now for the past, 5 games, they're gonna be the one to pick up Spirit Sentinel and dropping this Abyssal Dragon. Very, very interesting. I don't know how that came to be.
I think they recognized the early game composition of TVH between Omar.
Oh, here we go. There's going to be a fight coming through. Tachi is going to be jumping right through, trying to zone out into the backline, but they don't care. TVH does not care. Chi gets a double kill into that. Tachi now coming back for some revenge. It's going to be 4-for-2 trade, as Susie was the one to deal a ton of damage. Skyshow was there for the help also on that Yena. Finally seeing him on another hero that he is going to be comfortable with. Last game, he definitely felt a little bit out of place. Or not out of place. This is his match to fight. But out of it.
Skyshow's Yena is like one of his original really strong heroes. I still remember when the Challenge of Valor mode first came out that first season, when all of the top players were participating in that mode. Skyshow climbed to the top of the leaderboards, largely through spamming Yena. And whenever we see a Yena on the other team, we're wondering, is that Skysshow's Yena?
Wow, definitely making a name for himself. What we like to see on this battlefield. Here we go. There's now the support coming in to fight. And gonna be the ultimate from Caffney to take down some of these HP. Pain pushing out Lorien this time on the rotation. Meanwhile on the top side, Cuckoo is gonna be able to take that second Spirit Sentinel and push back Chi. Yeah, interesting, because I thought that with the Ormar pick, they're going to be focusing, a rotation with Alex instead of a rotation with the Pain. So yeah, that's not how it went down. But things are looking like it's starting to stabilize a little bit, even though the first part was a 4-2, and now they are down close to 1,000 gold, but they're still holding on. It's a double trouble dodged out there by the Varus. They're gonna have to be careful though. Keep an eye on Susie's Sinestria. She's starting to get fed. Meanwhile, the two supports are gonna just cross hands over there. Not a whole lot happening, but they're actually just trying to zone out. Now Pain jumps in onto the Lorien. Lorien Starry Sky is not going to make any connection at all, and that's going to be then the Might Golem falling over to TVH. Here we go, unsealed, and Nightmare walks back out in and tries to ult away, but Sinestria in the backline, free to do whatever she wanted to do, gets a double kill. Finally, it's going to be Ormar shutting that one down. Double Trouble lands onto a retreating Chi. That's going to be such a surprise that she will fall after the Arctic Orb. Ooh, this is looking like a really fast push on these towers. All of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, that Might Golem was good. But then Sinestria, let's just say that one last time Sinestria happened. And we have for ourselves here a 4K gold lead difference. Cuckoo's advantage. That is looking very comfortable for them to win this entire championship series. But they have to calm down and play the rest of this game to perfection and not allow TVH to come back at all. Here we go, Lorien spotted out, just hiding in this bush. Starry Sky will connect onto Alex. They're going to be able to pick that one off. Now it's going to be the rest of the team trying to just get away. Hero's going to be able to use that armor breaker to speed off. Meanwhile, Skyshow doing what he likes to do, getting into that enemy jungle. I bet this is what he wanted for his Florentino.
Dragon has been defeated.
Putting in a lot of pressure here, holding on to two people. Dragon defeated out in the bottom lane. And they're going to be able to also take that opportunity to destroy the bottom side tower. Now again, the 4-man group here from Team Cuckoo. Starry Sky, every time that thing goes off, it's a bit of a trouble. Again, Skyshow 1 vs 2. I think we saw that previously from Best Carries Florentino. 1 vs 2. He was able to take down one of the key damage carries. Meanwhile, the bottom side of the map, they went all the way to the high ground tower within 7 minutes. Oh my goodness. Sinestria. Can we just zoom in on this Sinestria and let's just think about what she has done. What did she do? What is she on? Now, there are some substances that are now legalized, but I don't think they're able to make you that strong. Nacho now in a very, very interesting position. Thought she was gonna show us something, this Yena. By the way, this skin, bit of vultures to get on a big discount if you want to get it. This skin is really nice. Actually, that's a good segue to tell everybody that you know, things are happening with tournaments that then will hopefully get sponsorship. I can't really tell you guys too much right now because we're still in the negotiation phases. But if we end up coming down with a good negotiation, you should expect to see more officially sponsored tournaments for you to win vulture prizes. And this time is going to be different from the game nights when we just played for fun. And we're going to do it so that people can actually rank up somehow and keep a track record for those T1 orgs. I know that might be a little bit foreign for some people, but what T1 org means is basically your tier 1 professional teams. When they come in to scout people, we want people to be able to keep a track record to say, hey, these are the games I've played, this is my rank in the community. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Snowpea will have all the information firsthand. I know she has a lot more connections than I do. So definitely you can go ahead and ask her if she has information. Basically I will try to make her all updated on information. So if you want to ask her, I'm sure she'll be happy to tell you. everything she knows. And if she doesn't know, that means I'm not doing my job. But anyways, here we go. Sky Show trying to catch out somebody. Double trouble does not land. That would have been death to this pain. It is 9 minutes in, and Cuckoo is in dominant lead. 33k gold. This game is as good as over. Starry Sky lands onto Hero, not being able to jump in at the first time here, but Tachi is in the front over here, uses the ultimate to unleash himself, and now is just gonna be a goncho as they end up with a clean ace to wrap this series up. Champions. Cuckoo. Congratulations. Taking the series 5-3. No, 4-3. No, wait. No, 4-2. Ha! I've got to do my math properly. But wow. That was a really, really excellent series. I don't know what was your top game to watch this series, Snowpea.
It was really exciting throughout. I think some of the earlier games were, especially the one with the turnaround, that was
the 25 game.
One.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a good game for Cuckoo because it was TVH's to lose essentially, you know, and Cuckoo held on. TVH did all the work, and then at the end they made one mistake, and that, I think actually maybe that really dictated the result of this series, because it felt like afterwards the two games that we watched, Team TVH didn't really have their tight feeling anymore. So quick peek at the stats. MVP going over to our Tachi over here. Didn't feel to me there was a lot of flashy plays or anything like that, but definitely like just in the face and taking a look at the damage sustained. 45%, 93% participation. No wonder the MVP.
It's not like he was scrubbing stats by mid game when they were guaranteed to win. He was just in there trying to take some damage, put out some damage, to boost the stats.
Definitely just, I don't know, just playing a good game. Clean. Everything was clean. My MVP will probably go to Susie though, because she did a lot. Like in those early game fights, like out of nowhere, people just died, and you gotta wonder what happened to them. And it was Susie in the back cleaning things up. No one else could do it. It was Susie and Skyshow jumping in. Skyshow also deserving that honorable mention because really did cut through in the right times to make those kills. Anyways, everybody, that would be it for our stream. I hope you guys had fun. If anybody want to, you know, share with us what was your best moment, feel free to comment either by text and we'll read it out, or if you want, you can open your mic and say something. See some familiar faces here as well. And if not, we'll go ahead and say goodnight to everybody. Snowpea, do you have anything to say to wrap up this entire AWC hosted by Ania and the Redbulls Guild?
It was fun watching the matches throughout this tournament, and I look forward to the new game night tournaments that you have planned in the future.
Thank you. And thank you so much for helping us cast and providing excellent analysis. There are some things that I, because haven't gone to the Conqueror level, cannot understand, and when you come in with those analyses, it's definitely something that I appreciate, and I'm sure all the viewers do as well. So, without further ado, we'll say goodnight here, I think.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.